What's up, guys? This is Pigs in a Podcast, and this is Benji.
And I'm Will.
And I'm John.
So how are you guys doing?
Doing good. I've been actually kind of just chilling overall. I haven't really done anything exciting except watch Thor.
How much you, John?
Oh, you watched Thor? I watched Thor too. That's crazy.
Yeah, so did I.
No way.
Seriously?
For
Where'd
real?
you guys go?
Yeah? We all went together, you fool.
I was
Yeah,
trying to make
so-
a joke out of this.
So we all went to go see, I was about to say Thunder Pigs, dude. Just because I like the title of this fucking
Dude, it's a
episode so
fucking
much.
good title,
It's
yo.
episode 13.
This is
Thunder
episode-
Pigs.
Thunder Pigs.
Oh my god.
So,
Don't sue us.
what do you guys, what was your whole, like, I came out of there just like, fuck, dude.
Oh, we're
I
fucking going
really,
into it. Okay.
Yeah, we're going into it.
We're gonna get into it. There's other news too, like we always talk about. But
we will
I
talk about the boys.
usually when we come out of there, like I sort of asked you guys like what you guys think, but like I really want to like dive right into it. Like,
Dive into it. Should we give a spoiler warning though? Just in
Yeah.
case?
100% spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. Yeah, we're gonna talk
and
about
this is
the
an
movie.
early episode too, so I was gonna name it Early Pigs.
Oh god, no.
Just because we have a lot of plans and like this is the first time we ever record close to the morning.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
It's kind of nice, actually.
It's
It
not that
is.
bad.
Actually,
It
I'm
is
actually
kinda
digging
nice,
it,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
Except I started drinking, so like
No, but like we should try this on a recording where we don't all have plans. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Like,
I think
it's kind of nice.
It's nice. Like we get to like get shit done earlier and stuff like that, and then also it gives us time afterwards to do stuff. But
Yeah.
going back to all right, starting it off.
You want me to
Thor
go?
4.
Or?
Whoever wants to go first.
I'm gonna start off first this time. Honestly, I went in there very, very open-minded, and I already knew like from like just all the spam, you know, that you see on Rotten Tomatoes and IGN and everything, just how people already started like review bombing it, you know?
Yeah.
And it always happens, but that to me has never been like an issue. Like I always go in there and like I want to enjoy the movie, you know? That's how I always start a Marvel movie. I want to give it that like hope, you know?
Yeah. You want to give it
That's
a
what
chance,
kind of
make sure
yeah.
that it
And a lot of people kind of there was a lot of moments in there when I was just like, I don't know if you guys heard me. I was all quiet, and it got to that point where like they go to the what is that place called? It was a planet or a safe haven for the gods. Dude, and like they start mentioning like all the gods that were there. And
Something city. In
Petulant City or
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
No.
I don't know, but
Oakland
I was at one point it was all quiet, and then they started showing the gods, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like straight up, dude. And, like seriously, I was telling my friends at work, I'm like, dude, I want to watch this stoned, dude. Like honestly, because I mean, I don't want to give it that kind of like bad like vibe, you know. But the thing is, I really enjoyed the movie a lot. I like it, you know. I don't love it like other like, you know, like honestly, I like it better than the first Thor. But I'm gonna be honest, I like it better than Ragnarok. But the movie goes in just like a comedy, just because of what's his name,
Taika Waititi.
Taika
Waititi, yeah.
And he does that shit, dude. Like I don't know, that's his magic, dude. Like he goes in with that humor, you know, and that's just like Jojo the Rabbit, right? That's
Oh
how
my
it's
god,
called.
that movie.
That movie is
Okay.
funny just because you know he's trying to prove something, but yet there's funny parts in it, but yet it's a very serious like subject. And this movie has that as well. Like there's parts where I'm just fucking busting laughing. There's sometimes like I'm just like, dude, that wasn't even funny. And then there's other parts where I'm just like tearing up, you know? And I'm just like, dude, this motherfucker's all over the place. But I like that. I like that about his movies, you know? I really, really was expecting better fight scenes. And like there was this one where they're fighting on this planet. I guess it was a moon
Shadow
or like
Realm.
the Shadow Realm.
I banish you to
And
the
dude,
Shadow Realm.
Honestly, I really fucking enjoyed that fucking battle because we never saw anything like it. It looked like a Noir movie, dude. You know, like
that
the
fight
black
scene
and
was
white
amazing.
segment where like
you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of 300.
Sin City.
Yeah,
Like,
Sin
it
City.
kind of
300 Sin
reminded
City,
me
yeah.
of that because like it's the black and white kind of like Nor
It,
like
looked,
look.
it almost looked hand-drawn
Yeah.
at points.
And just the way he was like the way he directs too, like he's literally they're going through like these rooms where it seems like it's a freaking fever dream, you know? Like it's plastic. It looks
Well, you know what
homemade,
that
the sets,
Well,
you know?
no, you know what that was, right? That was when in Thor 1, the first one, when Mjolnir lands in New Mexico, wherever the fuck that is. Remember how Shield came and set up all that shit around it?
Oh yeah.
That's
oh,
what
is that
that
what it
was.
was?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't even realize that.
That's what that
Yeah,
was.
because there's like the plastic like
Yeah. It's
like
it's
coverings,
those like
that
plastic
area
tubes.
50, like you know when
Yeah.
they're like when Men in Black go into like a area,
Yeah.
you know,
Or
and
that
like
movie
there's alien
Evolution and all that
sightings.
shit.
Wait,
Or
Yeah.
does
X-Files.
that mean that there was some sort of was that like a recreation of that?
Yeah,
or-
that's the history of
Yeah,
Thor.
because it did look like plastic, like
That's
when you
just the
when they're
history of
moving
Thor.
through like the
Wait, in the Shadow Realm. That's what we're talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
You didn't realize those plastic entrances where they were moving and it seemed like you know like
No,
a
that's what I was like. I was wondering like what the hell was that?
quarantine area.
Yeah,
You
it was,
know,
it was a
basically.
quarantine area, but I was wondering like, does this mean that maybe like Sword came down here and fucking quarantined this stuff, or is it just like a representation of that through?
No, it was from because that's what happened in the first movie when
Yeah.
Mjolnir landed.
yeah.
They cordoned off the area and did their thing.
Yeah, no, I know. I know that for sure. It's just like it looked weird and out of place, and I was wondering if maybe
But
like
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that was, a callback to the very first one.
yeah.
Because that's Thor didn't have his hammer until the very end, until it was worthy. Now Jane has a hammer. It's like that's the way I took it.
Yeah. I thought that maybe it might have been like Sword coming in and doing that shit, and because they found the void, the Shadow Realm and stuff like that.
No.
Because Sword exists now or at least we can assume that Sword exists. But okay, so that was
But yeah, so his movies is all over the fucking place. Like literally, they're jumping fucking realms. They're jumping, they're going into like planets. They introduce like how he can basically like teleport now with like Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
It has
And
the
even when
ability to create the
he
Bifrost.
loses a point like Stormbreaker in a way, like they start traveling with those two gifted goats that they have,
No, the
which
goats,
is one of
the goats were the best
the
thing.
best thing of that fucking movie because they're just screaming their fucking lungs out every time they land somewhere or they teleport. I love the part where they fucking defending Korg.
Yeah. That shit
I don't
was
want to
so-
really spoil it, but there's this part where like Korg is really defenseless in the movie, and there's just like the freaking
Oh, we're gonna spoil it because that's one of my problems.
yeah. Well, the I guess okay. There's a moment where Korg gets fucking like
he gets fucking murked.
gets murked by Zeus, and like he disintegrates. And dude, I'm like, no! Everybody's like,
I was
no!
like, too.
And all of a sudden, like you just hear him talking. And they're like, Valkyrie's like looking. Is it her? Right? She's
That's
looking through the
Thor.
rubble, or Thor. And the only thing that survives is his
His
fucking face. He's like, well, I guess our race, whatever. Like our important part is our
face,
face.
That shit was fucking
Dude,
dumb, dude.
what the
I mean,
fuck?
not that it was like dumb, but it was
Well,
like it's stupid funny.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And like,
That's like a little kid rule and shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
so we're introduced also to like what, basically,
All the fucking gods, essentially.
what was where
The god of dumplings.
The
Right?
god of dumplings. Oh, my god,
man. That's the part where I told you guys, I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on? Because they're showing, dude, there's Aztec gods in
I
there.
know.
There's Mayan
Mayan
gods.
gods,
I
yeah.
saw Botchus in there at one point. So they're going straight up into like Greek. It reminded me of Smite, the video game where like all you do is play with like games. That's the only like reason how I even noticed a bunch of these gods. That weird god with just feet and a head.
Yeah.
And then Zeus keeps mentioning the orgy. I guess they have like this annual orgy or this big party, and like Thor.
real quick, since you mentioned Smite, did you know that there was like a fucking Corey Taylor skin or some shit like that in Smite?
No way.
Yeah, there was.
Really?
I could have sworn that there was. I don't know if it was a skin for one of the gods or if he was like as a character in Smite.
Corey Taylor, the kid actor.
No, like
There's Slipknot.
Yeah, Slipknot, that's what I was saying.
Slipknot.
Yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying.
just introduced Slipknot skins for it.
it's the skins, right?
Yeah, the
that was
Slipknot
that was a
skins.
fucking trip though. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
why
the
the
first
fuck would
time-
they? Yeah,
They have weird skins. They have Transformer skins now. It's a free to play game. I am not being sponsored by Smite by any or
Talk to me when they get Godzilla skins.
Talk to
They
you.
what?
When they get Godzilla
They have
skins.
Ninja Turtles. They have the Ninja Turtles, dude.
He's
They're
like,
just
again.
they're just skins though.
No, I know.
They're
I
gods,
get it.
you
No,
know.
that's what was like tripping me
Yeah.
out. That was like, what the fuck?
But it's cool. Like it's a really fun game. Me and my friends got really into it like back in the day. But I'm surprised to see that game still like.
Oh fuck yeah!
It's still fucking like.
I see a lot of
has
people playing it.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I'm surprised that they're like. I still think their Paladin shit is still going on, right? Which is like their fucking
Paladin the
Overwatch.
game.
Yeah, it was like their Overwatch clone.
Who is at Hi-Res Studios, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hi-Res Studios also did a famous game that's called Global Agenda, and me and my friends were like competing in it, like. We're jumping into gaming, but anyways, like, let's go back into
Yeah, let's
like.
go back into-
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, the movie is okay. It's really fucked up because basically they show really serious subjects on it, like basically Natalie Portman's character, which is Jane Foster, has cancer in it, and like I guess she's trying to find out. What is she? She's a physicist, or
She's some sort of physicist or something like that. But
yeah.
She's a doctor of physics.
She's a doctor of physics, and basically she's trying to find a cure. She's going through. It starts off pretty fucked up because it's her and Kate Dennings. Is that her name?
Kat
Kat
Dennings.
Dennings.
Kat Dennings.
Oh my god, Kat Dennings.
She's oh my god, I
I
love
fucking
her.
love her too. I think she's like
She's
fucking.
with fucking homeboy. I'm saying like this is some tabloid ass news, but she was with dude that party all the time.
Oh,
what's his
fuck. I don't
name?
know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
No clue who you're talking
I mean,
about.
no, like there's that
Aqua Teen
song.
Hunger Force. The guy wears a white shirt and is always like singing about partying and shit. Oh, I gotta
my
get out. I'm
God,
sorry, guys. I'm out of
fuck.
here.
Oh.
My calling. Remember yesterday we were driving over there, and I was in the front seat, and then my phone goes off with the Mandalorian horn. I'm like, oh, I gotta go, guys. And like I open the door, like,
In the middle of the
John's
fucking
going like
road.
60 miles per hour. We gotta go,
Fucking
guys.
ridiculous.
Hey, I drive the speed limit, all right?
All right. But
Yeah, it gets really serious, you know, and that shit got me fucking teary eyed, bro, on a couple of scenes. So she ends up finding, I guess, Mjolnir starts talking to her, and she goes to Asgard. New Asgard. And you don't see what happens, and the story progresses after that. I don't want to go into super detail, but I love the new Thor, dude. She's badass.
what was it? Infinity
It sucks
cones.
what happens to her.
Infinity cones.
Infinity
yeah.
cones. I remember seeing that shit.
Yeah, and John was like, "That's fucked up."
Yeah,
dude.
I was like,
They
that's
turned-
That
fucking-
is fucked
They
up.
literally turned Asgard into a fucking theme park, bro.
No,
Like,
but also, like, think of it. Infinity, like, everyone knows about the Infinity event, right?
Yeah.
That's why fucking for 5 years, half the fucking galaxy, like, or universe disappeared.
Yeah.
And now they're fucking making fun of it with ice cream cones?
yeah.
And then
What the fuck is wrong with people?
the plays.
The-
Oh my! Oh, that one, Melissa McCarthy, dude, as Hela
Oh,
was the
she
best
fucking-
thing ever,
she
dude.
killed it.
Yeah, but Matt Damon returns as
I know.
fucking Loki too.
Well, that's Chris Hemsworth's brother,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's his brother.
So they all
that
come back.
plays Thor.
Yeah, they all come back.
Not just that, but
Wait,
I
no,
heard an interview with
and the
Taika
dude from
Waititi
Jurassic Park
that
too.
all their kids are in it. Natalie Portman's kids are in it. Chris Hemsworth's kids are in it. Taika's, and so are what do you call Christian Bale's kids, and like all their, and like
Yeah.
there's this funny thing that I was watching. He's like, it's cheap labor, and like I was like, damn. He's like, they're not gonna know it's cheaper, and I'm like, oh, that's true. But that actually
Spoken like a true
get to
capitalist.
that scene, I'm gonna talk about my favorite, like most top, like Endgame fucking scene. You know, like basically, and like remember that was Infinity War, right? The one where like Thor goes up with the fucking hammer and comes back with the. There's a scene me and Will always talk about that like just really fucking hypes up the fucking like.
Oh, it's when he comes
crowd.
back with
he comes
Stormbreaker.
With Stormbreaker.
Oh, so
when he-
that's
And
in,
like
that's
he
in-
that's
starts
in Infinity War.
That's
destroying
Infinity War.
all of the fucking
Yeah, yeah.
like enemies.
That's like that's the part where like literally
well, this
everyone.
fucking movie has that scene, but it's with the kids are being captured. I actually, you know what? I really don't want to spoil it that much.
But I mean, the thing is, like, we're already.
yeah,
we're
we
gonna talk,
did, but
already-
we're going really into
It doesn't
detail with
matter.
this.
I mean, like, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I think we should just be
So
open
the
and
God
talk about it.
Butcher, basically, like, kidnaps kids. That's part of the whole like story, and like, he's keeping these kids and like transporting them everywhere. What the fuck is he gonna do with those kids? Is he,
He
gonna?
was just using them as hostages.
They were ransom.
Right? I mean,
They were ransom. He needed the Stormbreaker. Remember?
I heard they really censored the shit out of the movie, man, because there's like some dark scenes in it. But yeah. Anyways, they're basically being held hostage, and in the end, finally Thor finds them, and they're in this area where he's about. It's basically he's trying to become eternal, right, or immortal?
No. He's trying to get a wish from eternity.
Eternity. That's
So
the
he
name
needs
of that
to
character.
unlock the chamber to get into eternity, and
So
he needs
when they reach
Stormbreaker.
that area with Stormbreaker, because Stormbreaker is the key, these kids are being held hostage, and then Thor shows up, and like he uses basically Zeus's
lightning
freaking
bolt.
lightning bolt, which is like a
Well, that's
big
what kind of
key like weapon in the movie, and like gives it to it, and they play fucking Guns N' Roses November Rain, dude. And I was just like, holy shit. This shit, like, seriously, if you weren't digging the movie, just that one scene, I'm like, oh, dude, this is fucking. like,
dude. When November Rain,
did you like that scene?
I actually did a
Yeah,
lot.
it was fucking awesome,
No,
dude.
like the moment that they came in with the fucking solo for November Rain, I'm like laughing my ass off. I'm like,
The best
November
part-
Rain,
dude, because my mom, dude, that song was so famous in the 90s. I remember my sister actually sticking a VHS tape while they played it on MTV and recording that fucking music video. And that scene of Slash just coming out of the church,
Oh my
out
God.
of nowhere and shit, and just getting ready to bust his fucking solo. And I'm just like, dude, this is fucking so metal, man.
That was fucking hilarious. I was just like literally
Dun,
like,
dun, 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 dun. And
I mean, this
dude,
whole fucking movie just
and like I guess these kids are being captured. He uses the fucking bolt and gives them fucking superpowers. These kids are like, we're like, are any of you, like, what does he say? Are any of you
Warriors.
warriors or trained to like battle? And they're like, no. And like, he fucking powers them up, dude. These kids turn into like these crazy fucking little fucking like
Little Thors,
superheroes.
dude.
Little
Yeah,
Thors,
little
essentially.
Thors.
They're little Thors.
Zeus's too. Like,
They're like, yeah, he gives
there's
them
a
the power
point
of
where
Thor.
this little girl's holding her little bunny, and dude, it's shooting fucking lightning bolts out of her bunny and just wiping the fuck out of those like shadow monsters, dude. I was like, fuck.
dude, that shit was fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
but those are some of my favorite fucking scenes. I could go more into detail, but I really enjoyed the movie. Like I said, it goes into like some really serious like scenes, but also as well like it goes into the whole point of what we're talking about with Star Wars last time. It's just like I left that theater saying like I guess nobody really dies in the Marvel universe because they all end up in some weird ass like fucking afterlife, you know?
Well, I mean, isn't that the point of afterlife though? Like to not be afraid of death and so forth. The idea. I mean, I don't want to get into that sort of conversation, but that's kind of like it, right? Like,
Well, she actually does die in battle, so she does go to Valhalla.
yeah.
I remember that one scene where he's talking to her to his friend
Sith.
and like
Yeah, Lady
yeah,
Sith.
and he's like, oh well, you can't go into Valhalla. You lost your arm. Maybe your arm is in Valhalla.
Honestly, dude.
It's true.
No, but I hated that scene.
The
Really?
beginning, yeah, I can see that.
I hated that scene.
Actually, go
I
into
could see why.
go into your impressions so that we can just kind of again, and then I'll go afterwards.
So what do you? Yeah, let's go into
Okay.
your whole.
Because I told Will this last night after the movie, and that's the best way I could describe it. For a Taika Waititi movie, it's perfect.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah,
I
you
love
said
it.
that to me too.
For a Marvel movie, it sucks. I do not like it.
Really?
Yeah. I love it for his movie, not for the Marvel universe.
I see what you're getting to. I mean, seriously, it's very, very like okay. Ragnarok had its funny moments, but this goes
This turned it
This
into a
turns
comic book.
Lego movie kind of shit, you
Yeah,
know?
this
Like
turned
that's
it
kind
into
of
a comic book.
I see what you're talking about.
It's just too.
Not
like-
just a comic book, but
I don't
like
even think it's a comic book. It's just like it made it into a kind of like a sort of like a parody of a comic book.
they're not serious about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
You know,
like it made it feel like if this was anime, this was filler.
yeah.
Like just random bullshit happening.
There's a
Like,
lot of
That's why I
comic
didn't
humor.
like the Sif scene, because it's like you think she's dying, and then like there's that weird fucking oh shit, like I'm not going to like you're like, okay, I guess she's gonna live now.
You know what that shit reminded me of? Deadpool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like too much at
yeah.
points,
Yeah.
and it was like there was no. Okay, I won't say. I was gonna say there was no like. Really, I mean, I guess aside from some of the like Jane Thor cancer like talk,
Yeah. Other than that, there was.
there wasn't. But even then, they were
That's
still
only when it
joking
gets
about it.
serious. That's what sucks about
Barely.
it. Yeah.
Aside from, and this is my favorite thing in the movie, the only thing that I love 100% as Taika Waititi and Marvel, he did this fucking beautifully when he merged them. Anytime Christian Bale was on screen,
Yeah.
when he was
Definitely.
with those kids the first time, and he was fucking with them, like, oh, he fucking rips off that monster's head and is
Yeah,
like,
it's like some weird.
you guys
snake.
loved this
Yeah.
a minute ago, and then he fucking just goes all creepy, and then he's all, dude, he reminded me of fucking Dark Knight Joker.
Yeah.
Where it's
I was
just
getting American
on a-
Psycho vibes, dude.
dude, on a fucking split second, it's from like 0 to 60 in his personality, and it was fucking beautiful. I know a lot of people were complaining about, oh, he doesn't look like Gore from the comic books.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
I think if he had looked like Gore, the way they
It would have
did his
enhanced it. I
personality
think.
here,
Yeah.
no,
They-
I think it would have taken it away.
There's
You
an
think so?
interview with them where they're saying like he.
Because doesn't he kind of look like Boo with the fucking like what is it that comes?
Yeah, I know, but I think the way he's doing it is he was never ever gonna hurt those kids. Ever. Ever, no matter what. And I think they needed him to look more human
To
to
kind of
convey that shit.
I
You
can
know
see
what I
that. I
mean?
can see that. Yeah, I could totally see that.
to really sympathize with them. Because at the very end, at the very end, Thor, okay, so Gore gets to eternity.
Yeah.
He's gonna make his wish, and Thor doesn't even try to stop him because fucking Jane Foster. So the thing is, when she's Lady Thor, it's taking her life, so she can't fight the cancer. So whenever she doesn't have Mjolnir, it's just her cancer's progressing like stupid fast. So it got to the point where before the final battle, basically, if she ever used Mjolnir again, she was gonna die.
She was gonna die. Yeah.
Spoilers. She used it again. She dies. Well, after like the final battle, Gore's basically won, and Thor says that because Gore tells him, "Don't turn your back on me," because Thor want to go be with Natalie Portman, Jane Foster,
Jane Foster.
and Thor tells him, "He's like, you've already won. Like, why am I gonna waste my time with you now?"
That's what I liked about that movie too.
And then so
like it wasn't even like I won the battle. It was more like you literally did not win this. You're gonna have to just spend your last moments like just caressing who you fucking really love, And like it got really serious at that point where I'm just like, dude, he like Gore won, He could have easily just been like, fuck all the gods, because that's what his agenda was.
yeah,
Like he starts out with the movie with him being like, I'm praising like my God to save my daughter.
no,
And,
but
like,
that's what I was
yeah.
that's the point I was gonna get to. The reason he was doing that because at one point, I don't remember if it was Jane or Thor that told him, is like, you have the wish to do anything. Why don't you just bring your daughter back?
That was Thor. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says, he's like, I'm gonna die because I don't have the sword. Like, I was always gonna die. That's why my plan was never to bring her back, because she would have no one. And then Jane tells him, like, she does have someone. And it sets it up where instead of just murking every god in existence, like, he just wanted his daughter to live. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that was his end goal. Like, his daughter, like, redemption or something for her.
But I mean, Thor convinces him in the end
It
because
was Natalie Portman, dude.
Yeah.
She convinced him.
I mean, Thor says it, but then
She
the
reached
final
out
yeah,
to
two-
him.
they both convince him. In other words,
yeah,
yeah.
in a sense, yeah.
But still, it's like, damn.
But his character was fucking perfect,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And I wish he was in it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
They
I wish it
really-
would.
I really do too.
That's one of the
Like,
things that I
hate
agree
I
with.
hate doing this comparison, but it happens a lot. He's the Dark Knight Joker of that movie.
Yeah.
He's not in a lot, but
He's
when
a
he is,
Fucking
he's
amazing
fucking
actor in this.
Phenomenal, dude.
Phenomenal actor in this. And it sucks that like people I'm seeing like I'm just gonna say it, like you can't review bomb Christian Bale's acting in this just because he's taking this serious, you
Yeah.
know? Even though it's not a serious movie.
And I'm pretty
And
sure
it's
that he
like-
didn't fucking read on any of the material either. Like as far as like trying to learn about gore or anything of that
I mean,
sort.
he should he
I mean, if you
come on.
want to believe all the
It
articles you've
doesn't
seen,
matter when you're an actor.
supposedly he had no fucking idea what the MCU was. So what does that tell you? If you want to believe that
He's
shit,
fucking like.
you know what I mean?
I
A
think,
lot of actors do like obviously had to read a script on how the character is.
I mean,
and Marvel
obviously.
does their fucking homework,
Yeah.
so he knows exactly what he's doing.
They give him
you
a
know?
cheat sheet on what to do, but like as
Yeah.
far as him understanding the mythos of what is the MCU, I'm pretty sure that he probably has like little to no idea of what it is,
Yeah.
or the impact that gore had.
Especially as like a
in-
method actor. Like he
Well, he
went
stopped doing that.
He's not doing that anymore. But like he went into it without even such a great fucking performance that like he didn't even need that for it. You know, like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just like.
And one of the another small problem I had with it was the movie kind of just like the main part of the movie kind of starts already where it focuses on him and his origin.
Yeah.
So when he gets to the point where he meets his god, it's really weird because for me it was really weird because you have Christian Bale who's being like super serious. Like he's just been through shit. Like his daughter has died. He found his God and he thinks this is it. This is salvation. And his God is just being like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
And then you go back to fucking Christian Bale who's being like heart and soul into this fucking performance.
Well, not
It's
not
just weird.
A cartoon. He's just being obnoxious as
But
God.
I
Like,
know,
yeah.
but in a way it
makes sense though.
it
Like
does, but the way
Yeah.
it was done was very
honestly, like every performance with Christian Bale, I just wanted to see more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
yeah,
you
I
said,
agree
like
with
the
that.
way they started with it, I wanted to see more of his fucking character. And like I don't know what the editing was on this, but it sucked. You
Yeah.
know, because I wanted to see more Christian Bale in this fucking movie because his like you said, like they started off with like showing it, and he did such a good part like in bringing that part in the movie. And that's the only reason why they did it, because his performance is so fucking great, you know? So they want you to like go into it like being like, oh shit, this is serious. But then it goes into fucking like Thor's like little fucking like comic humor of like basically working out and like what's going on with the Guardians in the Galaxy and him, and it's just like it's funny, you know? But I wanted to see more of what happened after Endgame Thor, after he lost the weight. Because he was broken.
I don't like how they treated
right?
him. I honestly
exactly,
don't.
right? Like there's no character
Yeah.
development
No.
after what happened, because it's the Russo brothers who like made Thor very fucking serious, you know? And then you go into these movies with just a couple of scenes. Oh, this is what the fucking timeline is of him getting better, and he's fucking meditating on a tree on a fucking planet that like the Guardians are supposedly gonna fucking like get wiped out, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on, dude? You know? And I'm just like, okay, this is a lot of like to take in. It's just funny, you know?
Yeah. Can I go into like my
Yeah.
go for it.
So hold on. Before I just one last thing about Christian Bale. So far for me, over all fucking phases, he is now for me my favorite and the best Marvel villain. And I think if they had done it right, he could have been the next fucking Thanos level threat.
Over Wanda?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big thing to say
Yeah,
for you.
because he's fucking up gods, dude. Like the way they mention it, and like they talk to Zeus.
Oh, but he's
like,
only
Zeus-
doing it
they're
because
all
of the
scared.
Necrosword, though.
Zeus is just talking about orgies. They're annual, is it annual? Yeah, right, or
Yeah,
some
it's an
shit.
annual
like,
orgy that they have,
I'm
essentially.
like, what the
They're
fuck?
hero-gasm, basically.
Their
Yeah.
hero-gasm that happens every year.
I was thinking about that too. I'm just like,
But
dude, like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm gonna have
And
to.
then like all the gods are serious about it too. There's like this god with a head and just feet, and then like they shush. They're like Thor and like Valkyrie and Jane is like are talking about it, and like that god's like shh, like shut up
Because he's talking too
You know?
fucking loud.
He's talking about the fucking who's talking.
He's talking about.
Oh, dude.
He's talking about hero
Russell Crowe's
gasm.
performance. I love it,
Dude,
dude.
it was fucking amazing.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I love it, but not for a Marvel movie.
Yeah. No, I totally get you. Like, I mean, like the way that I have to agree with John. Like, it's a fucking amazing and really
It
good
is.
Taika Waititi movie, but overall, as a Marvel film, I really don't like it.
Yeah.
Simply because I saw this already with the Deadpool movies, and I don't need another Deadpool movie that's not a Deadpool movie, if that makes sense. Like, I expect that from Deadpool movies because it's already been set as a precedent, and I know that Thor Ragnarok kind of started going into that sort of route, but even then, Ragnarok, like, at least in some way respected his serious moments. This one totally just like, nope.
It did. There were no serious moments.
There was no serious-
There was, but the
aside
thing is,
from
it's all over the
some
fucking
of
place.
the
Like I
cancer
said,
ones.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like the serious moments that it did have, eventually it just like kind of like fuck it. This
you're
is
jumping into like laughing matter of goats crashing into fucking like planets and just screams and people laughing to the point where like they show Jane fucking dying of cancer.
But the thing is,
and
is
it's
like
just
the
like
the
you
impact.
can't balance it off
That's the issue, though.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's the issue, and
yeah,
I get it.
It's all over the fucking
But I mean,
place.
that's like something that they should have done from the beginning, where they should have just written it in a way where it's like, okay, we're having laughs. Okay, here's the thing. To compare it to another Taika Waititi movie, Jojo Rabbit. It starts off all fucking like funny and shit and everything like that, and then it slams you in the face with the death of Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And that literally is it slams it right in front of your face. It makes you feel, it makes you build a connection to these characters. Scarlett Johansson, as the mom of Jojo Rabbit and so forth, etc. And then you realize that, oh shit, like maybe she's doing something that she's not supposed to be doing. And then they figure out that she is actually doing it. And then boom, she's dead. And then Jojo just like completely, the character development for Jojo just goes into where it's like, maybe what I'm doing or what I'm thinking is wrong or something like that, etc., etc. Shit starts getting serious. But then that movie respected that seriousness. It allowed it to kind of like wane off over time. And in this movie, it was just like, we have a funny moment over here. Oh my God, we're getting serious. Fuck that shit. We're going into another comedy. And it's like, dude, you fucking like, you don't really, or at least me as someone who's viewing this movie, I was just like, okay, like how am like.
It makes me
There's
think.
never any time to process any of
Yeah.
those
It makes me
feelings.
think what the editing and like what like Disney had to do, like they're dipping their fucking spoon into it, Because like I said, like there was a lot of shit that was like edited out. So like you're going into these crazy fucking like emotional phases, which is like I said, it's just like it doesn't make sense,
Yeah, like
To where like I love it, it's sad, okay. And then that fucking ending, I'm just like, well, what the fuck's the whole point of like people even dying in the fucking MCU now? So like I'm just gonna spoil it. Like Jane goes into Valhalla, and like that makes me question. The first thing I thought is like Odin's still there then,
Yeah,
like the
they're all
almighty
there.
fucking god.
they're all there.
Nobody
they're all
fucking
there.
They're all
dies
there.
then,
No, but I mean that's the thing.
The
It's
bridge
like,
protector, what's his name?
Heimdall.
Heimdall's- he's the one who's like, which is like played by Idris Elba, was like, like welcome to Valhalla and shit, and she's just like, I'm like, what the what's up with this? Like, is this like another realm?
it's just
like what is it?
It takes away from the seriousness or the impact that that sort of sad moment had, and I was liking how in the beginning of the movie they were showing the origins of Gore, but then in the end it's like they
Where
just
does he
kinda,
go when he dies, right?
No, it's not even that. It's
No,
just like,
it
but
does.
like they could have it was a wasted moment for them because they could have easily just like given him the motivation is there obviously, but it's like this is his motivation. Fuck it, let's go. He's a bad man. We already established that he's a bad man because he's fucking like he got the necro sword and he wants to kill gods.
Well,
Because,
he's cursed. He's a cursed man, basically, because
but I mean, but even then some though, it's like okay, like they still could have used that time to develop him a little bit more and stuff like that. Like maybe his journey into madness or something like that. But they didn't even delve deep into that. And I get it because it's like Taika Waititi making comedy films or comedy material and stuff like that. I get that, but it's just, it feels like they just like they wanted to like they had like certain points from a fucking PowerPoint. There was like, we got to make sure that we hit this points, and then we just fucking do it.
It's so fast paced, the movie too.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You'll have like these funny little moments like where they're just trying to wonder like what the fuck they should do. They don't know what's going on. Like, obviously
the whole fucking running joke about like Stormbreaker being jealous of Mjolnir and all that shit. That shit was
dumb.
fucking
That was
stupid.
dumb.
Honestly,
I didn't like that. Okay, I know we'll talk about this later.
Because it's never happened before.
I know. I was gonna say I know we'll talk about this later, so I don't want to really get into that. But those scenes where all of a sudden Stormbreaker would like all of a sudden show up in the scene, like he's like looking at him. It reminded me of some bullshit you would see in The Boys.
Yeah,
it fits in The Boys, not in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just like, no, well, like a lot of that stuff. Like overall, it was like you said, a good Taika Waititi movie. It's not as good as like say Jojo Rabbit for me, because
real quick, if you guys haven't, it might still be on Netflix. Hunt for the Wilder People. It's one of his movies.
Hunt for the Wilder movie.
Wilder People.
Wilder People.
It's the kid from Deadpool, the second one. And then it's the dude from Jurassic Park, Ian Grant. I forget his name right now. But it's an amazing movie. He's a great
director. Like, that's what I'm going to put down.
It's a good movie.
But the thing is, like, dude, this movie was just, fuck, man. This motherfucker is, like, just everywhere with this shit.
No. Yeah, that's the thing.
And it's like, I see what critics are trying to say, but they got to understand. Like, this guy's a fucking great director. And,
even then,
there's just too much comic humor in it.
Okay, and I said this, I think, last podcast.
For a Marvel movie.
And I think I said this last podcast or the one before that. That's why I'm worried about him doing the Star Wars movie.
I think
it's going to be its own thing.
I see where, actually, I didn't agree with it then, but I do agree with it now. Simply because it's not so much about Taika Waititi and his directing ability of what he can do.
Because he's great at it, but the thing is,
how much of himself
when he's
he puts
coming
in his
into this
movies.
franchise
no, it's not
now,
even himself. It's just how much leeway does he have over Disney? Like Disney, because like here's the thing: is like Disney.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Disney is funding the movie, right?
So I would imagine after this, probably not as much.
No,
anymore.
What are producers dipping themselves in on like the editing and the censorship of it? Like to the point where it's like, okay, he like that whole shit of him meditating and like destroying all that like. Those fucking that race and like those
shit.
metal fucking like owl looking aliens. I was like, what the fuck, dude? What kind of like I agree with like a lot of people saying like this isn't their Thor, but then again, it's like, okay, we get it. And it just made me want to just see more Guardians of the Galaxy, honestly.
This is the Fortnite generation Thor, bro.
Because
that's what it is. Not gonna lie. But I'm sorry to interrupt you. But one of the things that really fucking pissed me off is the fact that like, okay, like we've seen a similar Thor, although the Thor that we saw on the first movie was like super obnoxious. And this one was kind of like
he should already know, like not to be all like
he already came out from that shit.
The only serious Thor moments we see is when he talks to Jane when she's dying, and like he's giving those serious fucking like conversations with her, and you're like, okay, so this motherfucker's just being goofy on purpose, like throughout the whole movie, because he really is, right? Because he knows he's in love with her, but they're playing fucking like junior high like love like scenes with him and Jane, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're grown ass, like he's a god, and like Jane's a fucking physicist. Your guys aren't gonna be like especially with your powers, gonna be like saying like stupid. I mean, people will probably disagree, but like these stupid little joke moments,
No, I just hate it. Like I said,
they're still like attracted to each other.
Look,
they love each other. They missed each other. Like Thor.
Actually, you know what? Those moments were like adequate
misses
for
Jane
them
more than she does, because he keeps the fucking count.
No,
of
I get that. I think that's
it's been 8 years or how many years? Certain days and certain hours. Or some shit.
Again, like I said, I totally get that, and I think that's adequate for like an interaction between them two. It's just that like my shit that really like kind of got to me is the fact that like Thor from the beginning, he's acting like Thor 1. and even if anything, a worse version of Thor 1.
I was gonna say a less mature version.
Yeah.
Somehow, in some weird way.
Like, okay, like in Thor, he was like more so like he was like self-interested and he was like, I'm the best and so forth. And it's like, I get that shit here in the beginning, but even then some, it's worse. It's like intensified. And it's like, why is he like this? He's already fucking like by the standards or like the what we saw in Thor 1, he should not be worthy of Mjolnir at all in any sort of way. Cause he's like, oh, he only goes into the battle until the Guardians is like, hey, we need you for the battle. And it's like, what the fuck? That's not the selfless Thor that we saw from like fucking like
you guys said, like the whole like him thing with like trying to call Mjolnir over and over again because he thinks he's worthy. That was stupid to me.
Yeah.
Because okay, we get it, but like that relationship with him and his weapon, it's
that was a running joke that shouldn't have been a running joke, honestly.
It shouldn't have been that running,
Yeah,
but
like it would have been fine, but the thing is, like, they use it as a plot device as to like why they couldn't use the Bifrost because Stormbreaker was being jealous and shit like that, which is fucking stupid, honestly. I think it was kind of like a way for
fun.
them. I think it was.
That's
like
what I'm telling my friends. Like,
it's a fun movie, without a doubt.
It's a fun
but that whole fucking
movie.
like the whole thing that how they treated Stormbreaker
Whether
and shit
it's
like that.
Fun Marvel movies.
No, it's not. But
And
I mean,
think
like,
we all agree on that.
that joke though, it's like it was just like for them because they knew that the fucking screaming goats were gonna be the callback every single time, and they fucking use it every single time.
And
Don't
there's
get me
parts
wrong.
where it just wasn't funny anymore, But like, I still laughed. Like,
I mean,
like,
I'm not gonna lie. Like we talked about the fight in the Shadow Realm when the fucking goats are fucking like one of them like takes the mask and the other one literally headbutts the fucking
like,
monster.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I love that. Like it showed the goats as like something like.
But
not,
see that because that's normal tension break. You know what I mean? It doesn't jar you where all of a sudden it's like, well, the rest of the fight seems fucking pointless because now everyone's gonna be fine. It's just it didn't break the atmosphere.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, okay, like you said, like, well, I think Benji said it. It's where, like, okay, like, nobody dies. Korg got a fucking fatal shot, and his face is, like, the only thing that's, like, as long as the face is fine.
Zeus didn't even fucking die. They played it up like he died, and he fucking didn't,
and
which
it's like,
pissed me off.
Ah, come on. Yeah, like, everything just, like, no. I mean, it was a way for them to introduce, what was it, Hercules?
You know what? You know how you introduce Hercules? He fucking comes back to the fucking Great Hall and be like, oh shit, my dad's dead?
Exactly.
Who did this?
Yeah.
Fucking Thor Odin's son? I'm coming for you,
and
bitch.
they didn't fucking do it. And it's like, he's still alive. Like, why the fuck do you need him as a fucking, like...
Yeah.
That was horrible. I dislike that. And I'm pretty sure that this had... I mean, I want to give Taika Waititi the benefit of the doubt with this, that it wasn't his influence. It was more so just like fucking like Marvel's influence. Like,
I think
like,
Marvel
and it was
gave
a
him too
horrible
much.
way to introduce the Greek gods too, because
Well, they only really introduced like
Zeus-
one.
well, they showed like I said, like in the god realm, like or whatever that place, their haven, like they showed a couple of gods there, but like I love the way they did the comic thing with Zeus, but he didn't get fucking serious until the after credits. And like you guys said, that would have been way better that they said, like, oh, Zeus is really dead. Like now Hercules wants revenge. That's perfect fucking writing. But like have him still alive. I mean, Zeus is pretty powerful too, It reminds me of like God of War kind of shit, So he can't be killed that easily. So that's why I'm just like, okay, well, I get he's still alive.
But even then, some though, like as like a writing, that was just bad. That was like,
what does he say? He's like, you're just the god of thunder. I'm the god. That's the after sound of like lightning
of
or
lightning
something
and shit like that.
And I'm like, damn.
But I mean, like in the
what I
comic
think about
books,
this movie is like when they undress him and they show his fucking big fucking nalgotas. I'm just like his ass, and I'm just like, this is what this movie is. This is what this movie is.
And honestly, that
it's
seemed
just slapstick, silly fucking funness and seriousness, but it's like not Marvel fucking
and I was
Russo
gonna say,
brother like seriousness, which like where are we gonna go from here? Because it wasn't taken that seriously,
exactly. And
except for Christian Bale's like performances.
That's one of the biggest parts I had a problem with. Not because look, I don't care that there's a dude's ass on the screen or whatever. I was just like, what was the point?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
just to
I was gonna
fucking get
ask
people
you
to
guys
laugh.
is like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you really want to dive into it, but like I'm seeing a lot of articles saying like they did like gay wrong in this movie, and it's just like, what do you like? What does that even mean?
Oh, you know what? It might be
that's
just like. Oh, like
was it the Star-Lord fucking?
no, not
Chris
even the
Pratt shit?
Star-Lord
Or,
stuff.
People
I think it
don't
might be.
understand. It's just like Valkyrie has always been like who she is in this movie. You know, everybody's just like
I don't even think they're talking about Valkyrie. I think they're talking about
talking
like,
about Korg, you know,
Korg,
like
yeah.
Korg and the whole thing
Oh,
of his like race and like doing like his species.
I mean, we have to think about it. These are all fucking fictional characters.
and the shit he says
Come
about
on.
him and his dad. I guess it's two males that like go into the lava and like create new their species and shit like that. And like
Let's just
they
say
made it a joke.
this
and, like,
movie was
people
very
are mad about that.
gay positive, I guess is the best
In
way
a
to say
sense,
it.
it is, but not
Because
necessarily.
Valkyrie,
like-
okay, this like it's explicitly shown Valkyrie's into chicks in this movie.
But she always has been.
But
yeah.
the first one, Ragnarok, didn't really, because
No,
it
yeah,
was kind of
they're-
that her
yeah.
Thor kind of tension. You know what I mean?
And they brought up why she's all like drunk and like why
Yeah.
she's. Dude, like,
And then
nobody
plus you have the
laughed.
Korg
that's
thing.
another
Nobody
thing.
laughed about that scene where like Korg literally talks about how like when people get in a breakup and become like alcoholics and they chase their feelings and like just chasing the fucking like alcohol to the bottom of the fucking, you know, the bottom of a cup, you know?
Yeah,
and like
no, I get
started
that.
laughing because it sympathizes with a lot of people who have been in like relationships and like they kind of like go into their way of like drinking and just trying to like get out of it, you know? And like nobody I was like the only
I
one
mean,
who
like no,
laughed.
but like even then, that scene in particular though, how do they break the tension?
Valkyrie's a straight up drunk, dude. Like,
But I mean, like,
yeah.
how, like okay, like they introduce that sort of issue with Valkyrie, and then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, what are Thor and Jane doing? Oh, they're making out, and that's how they fucking like move out from that session. It's like they don't even let you like marinate those thoughts.
And that edited part where it's just like Valkyrie gets injured. Okay, they teleport her away. So does a Jane, and she's like fucking in her cancer bed. And like all of a sudden, it's all up to Thor when all three of them couldn't even fucking take Gore down, you know? And it's like, dude, how the fuck is he single-handedly gonna do this shit now?
No, that was horrible writing because it was like, okay, rather
he
than
uses kids.
Because
No.
did you
Right?
notice how Gore stopped using his little teleport trick?
yeah,
Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because that was OP as fuck.
yeah.
And then he stopped
But I
doing
mean,
it.
another thing, the only
He's badass though, dude.
the only thing like okay, so what was the reason why Thor didn't use the lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt.
So what was the reason why he didn't use it from the beginning?
We should RP after this.
I don't know.
Because like, Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
And then because Valkyrie was the one who ultimately in the end had to use it because Stormbreaker was jealous of the Thunderbolt. Then they got rid of Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker becomes a thing where it's like it's a plot device where it's like you need it and it's indisposable, or it's like it's not being like you can't use it because it's currently being used for something else. So now Thor can use the Thunderbolt and now he's like all powerful. So this fucking lightning bolt makes him more powerful because of that. And that's how I see it. That's ultimately what happened. And it's stupid.
You know what? Like, now that you say that, another thing that I'm thinking of that bothered me, and I didn't realize how much it bothered me until you're just saying this, how, like, through the whole movie, it's shown that fucking Stormbreaker's, like, super fucking jealous of, like, Thor and Mjolnir. And the very fucking end of the movie, how does it end? Thor ends up back with Mjolnir, and Stormbreaker's with the little girl.
It's
It's a
like,
relationship movie.
I know, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, seriously?
Yeah,
You just moved on from Thor
genius.
Yeah.
immediately? Like,
That's what I don't get,
what
dude.
kind of fucked up relationships are these?
It's
dude?
toxic fucking. It's toxic fucking relationship.
It
Fucking
is,
like
bro.
writing.
Okay, admittedly though,
Toxicas.
one of the things that I did fucking enjoy of what they did to Mjolnir was how like the pieces can become fucking like
yeah, hell yeah,
dude,
that was
it
dope.
was like a shotgun blast and shit. No, and then there's one point where Jane literally kind of uses it like a whip and shit like that. I was like, oh, it gives me fucking if to anybody
That's
who's
video game shit too, dude. Like,
Soul Calibur.
remember when she
Soul
like
Calibur Ivy? That's what it reminded me of.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was like. I fucking
that
love
scene
it.
when they're in old Asgard and like she fucking like uses Mjolnir,
Mjolnir?
and
Mjolnir,
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 and like it turns
Mew
into
Mew.
the broken pieces and the shards just go like I'm like fuck, that's some straight up fucking Final Fantasy fucking shit, dude. Like that's exactly what it reminded me. I'm like, damn, I want to see more of this, and that's what I fucking hated about this movie.
Because
I
we didn't
hated
get
it.
that much more of it.
Because
No,
we
we
didn't get like these epic fucking fight scenes, and we did in the end, but like we really didn't, because that one moment was just stewing up into the point where it just became that end, like that Infinity War moment where like it shows the true power of like what you can do with these fucking weapons.
Yeah.
Because she eventually joins the sword with Mjolnir, remember? It breaks its shards and it combines with the hammer, and like you're like, oh shit, this is gonna get real. And it does, but I want to see more of that, you know? And like that's kind of where it was kind of disappointing, because I want to see these crazy.
Wait, does this mean that symbiotes live now in the MCU though?
No, I think they're very careful to not mention any sort of particular god that was wielding that sword.
Yeah, I know they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But I mean, like canonically in the Marvel comics,
They
that's
can.
Well,
And-
okay, technically, I guess in the MCU universe, symbiotes do exist now because of No Way Home.
Yeah.
True.
So, but whether had existed prior to that
Come
because
on,
of the Necrosaur,
Sony, just work
I don't
with
know.
Marvel a little more. Stop asking for so much money.
I mean, like, Sony's known to be fucking greedy as fuck, so fuck it. They're trying to make money as much as they can from anything that they can, honestly. But yeah, that's it. That's one of the things that I was thinking about, because like, I mean, all those fucking shadow creatures look like symbiotic, like fucking.
They're supposed to be, right?
They are, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
What was the dude's name? Noel.
Null, yeah.
Yeah, Noel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, like I'm actually kind of like.
I'm not really into like the whole Eternals thing and the like those huge galactic gods.
Oh, actually,
I don't know what
they're
the
called, the
Celestials.
Celestials.
I actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was like that callback to them. I was like,
And
oh
they-
shit!
It was super cool to
They
see them.
super cool
Easter
to see them.
egg like Galactus in that movie just because that's how that's how they kind of sort of look, you know. But still, dude, like it made me wonder. Like leaving that movie is just like there is way too much Marvel shit going on to the point where it's like I hope I'm gonna enjoy Fantastic Four, because you know they're like, okay,
Well, you know what they said
This is
about
my
John
thing.
Krasinski, right?
like he's not gonna be him or
And
what?
and it calls back to what you asked: is like, do all the universes fucking Mr. Fantastics look the same? And that's exactly what Raimi and all them said. Is like, just because this universe's Mr. Fantastic is Krasinski doesn't mean the main Marvel
Well,
universe.
yeah, why? Because you know
Yeah, but
you
now
don't know
you have
what's
your
gonna
answer.
happen.
And a lot of them, and apparently it was said that the reason it was John Krasinski because the fans
Wanted him.
wanted it so
yeah.
much that they're like, fuck it.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
this
because
is
of Kevin
perfect.
Feige, you know,
Yeah,
he's
it's
just
like, he
like
could be in this universe, but it doesn't necessarily.
Yeah.
That was their point.
I wonder how much he got paid for that shit.
Like $1 billion.
Not even $1 billion.
shut
Come
up.
on.
Disney's rich, but
Why is Jim being so
we're
mean to the
me and
wizard?
John were just talking about like fucking how much they're charging in California. They're fining us for like water, excessive use of water, and then like you brought up how much fucking Disneyland or like
yeah, they
these
fucking
theme
waste
parks
a
are
shit
using
ton of water,
dude.
bro.
It's like, what the fuck? Honestly, okay, I get that there's waterless piss fucking like, you know, stalls, but still, dude, they're using
They're using water
of
in the
fucking
fucking
water.
Yeah, they are
in the
for sure.
city.
Not only that, like think about like fucking like
Water parks,
water parks. Yeah,
pee-pee
exactly.
parks. Like they're fucking South
No, I mean like
Park.
one of the things like okay, like not to go too deep into it, but like I think I was having a conversation with someone about how like this was a coworker from a place that we previously worked at. How like the impact of like certain people like what you call it when it came to like conserving water or just like all that shit. It's like it doesn't matter. Like we have fucking farms in California that are using 10 times the
This
water
is
that we
the thing
use.
that California
It's
has
like-
always had a drought since the beginning of fucking time, dude. Because
Well, we've been in a 20-year drought apparently, and we talked about this
more
last
than
time.
that. It's been more than that. But the thing is, like, oh, all of a sudden now you guys want to fucking start charging. Why don't you guys do what's fucking going on in like Saudi Arabia, where they actually make it rain? They could make it rain, like literally.
$1 bills, y'all.
No, I mean like my main issue is like everyone that's like oh like we want to do
Shit, that's our government now. Like, dude, why don't you just like shoot these fucking like big A-landers like and make it rain. I guess it can't. It's all
No,
fucking.
it's like, to me, it's just one of those things
it's
where
the
it's like,
Illuminati's dog.
it's like,
Hashtag the Earth is flat.
no, like a lot of times, like the people that end up being like more environmental,
Come on, Mr. Fantastic.
environmentally friendly and everything like that. Like for me, it's just like it doesn't. I don't get it simply because it's like your efforts are like a fucking tiny like grain of sand in comparison to everything that's being done by these multi-billion-dollar corporations that are fucking like literally just like fucking the world over. So it's like it doesn't matter.
We were talking about Thor.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
How did you get into
because
California
ultimately these
water
guys are like kind of
preservation?
like gods.
Because you
though.
touch yourself at night.
I surely
But
do.
I mean,
That's why that dinosaurs died out.
but yeah, like overall, this movie, I think if don't go into it, at least like my
It's like go into it like the Eternals. Don't treat it as a superhero Marvel movie.
Go into this movie like if you're really fucking drunk and like you kind of
No,
like
just
think
want-
twice what you're gonna like do something with this girl that you met that night, and then you wake up and you're like, oh. What
not
did I
even
do last
no,
night?
no, not
No,
even no.
because
kidding.
that no, don't do that. Do not
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
No.
Just go into the movie.
Well, maybe
I'm
once.
sorry, guys.
Think of the movie as it just being its own standalone thing. Don't think of it as it being part of the Marvel universe, because honestly, that's the best way that
It's
you can
filler.
enjoy it. Because everything that happens in the movie and everything like that, I mean, it's just like the movie is fun, but it's just like not necessarily a Marvel movie for me in particular or anything of that sort. So that's the way that I see it. It's just it takes away from a lot of the it's all over the place, like Benji said. But apart from that, it's just like, yeah, it just left me kind of like, what the fuck is going on here? You know?
It's a great movie though, like just regardless, but still,
I mean,
it's like
as a standalone movie, it's good. Like, it's like exactly like fucking Johnson. As a Taika Waititi movie, it's really good. As a Marvel
it reminds
movie,
me of
it's
that
not
Darth
good.
Vader. Careful if you don't choke on your aspirations, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, like it's
really, right? Like,
and I hate to bring this
don't
comparison.
choke on your aspirations because that's basically what you go into this movie.
Yeah, but it's like like
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
the Batman was a good Batman movie. It just wasn't a good movie overall for everyone else, if that makes sense. You get me? Like, you see,
it was a good comic book movie.
Yeah,
It wasn't a good like blockbuster.
Yeah,
kinda,
it wasn't a good
Well,
blockbuster.
comic, like when you say that, like a lot of comics are just really serious, but still, like, yeah, the
No, but I
comic
mean, like,
humor part. That's what I'm trying to say.
like
yeah.
that's the thing. Is like this movie in particular was
Yeah.
like
I understand
yeah,
what you're trying
it's
to
like
say.
that's how this movie is. This is the opposite of what the Batman was essentially.
Okay, I got a question for you guys because maybe it was just me, but did it feel like this movie was really long? Like
It kind of did, but
There was
then,
a point.
me-
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There is a point in the movie in the beginning where I'm just like, I was so disappointed. Where I'm like, I hope this movie isn't gonna keep going the way it's going, because if it is, I'm gonna walk out. But they literally do it gets way better. It gets way better within the first, like, I would say 20 minutes of the movie.
that's a long time to get better.
that
though.
is
That's a really
honestly
long
it
time.
is. It's a long time.
Because I'm just like, dude, like, and it does get way. It's like I said, it's all over the fucking place.
Okay, honestly, here's my
Okay?
interpretation
And
of
it
what you're
gets-
saying.
the
not that it
beginning of the
gets
movie is
better.
great. Yeah,
Okay, I agree with you, but for me, I see it different. It's not that it gets better; you get used to it.
yeah. I get what you're saying.
You get used to it.
I honestly think that they should have just
And it
opened.
does. It gets really more entertaining visually. It gets better with the story. It gets everything. It's like I said, it's all over the fucking place. But just going into it, I'm like, you're just like, you have that kind of like negative, like, it's just like when I told you guys about the first movie I ever walked out in. It was Transformers 2.
Yeah,
And like, it was the only besides Blade Trinity where I didn't walk out. I just had the balls to just stay there and watch the rest of the movie,
was it because of Ryan Reynolds?
because that movie was fucking garbage, man. And how they brought up Dracula, you're just like, what the fuck? And like, I didn't walk out, but like Transformers 2, when they brought up that robot heaven, you remember that?
Yeah.
Because the whole movie is just Shia LaBeouf running around with fucking, what's her name?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox holding hands while explosions are going on. He almost fucks a Transformer Decepticon.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, and like when when Shia LaBeouf dies out running in the desert and they see he dies, they show the little like cloudy fucking heaven and they Decepticons, like the Autobots are like, you need to get back up. I'm like, I'm out. And like, you hear my friends looked at me. We walked out of that movie, dude. We walked out of that fucking movie, dude. And you know what's funny is like I told you guys, I think earlier, it's like I saw a tweet by Stephen King and he was asking everybody if there's ever a movie you were watching in the theater and you walked out on, and I straight up said Transformers 2, because that shit was just when they brought up those like fucking. They're like those racist ass robots were like these little cars with gold teeth, and I guess the representation on it. I'm sorry, I don't want to say it, but I guess they're supposed to be Puerto Ricans, and I'm just like, dude, this is stupid. And they showed Devastator's balls and everything after, which I didn't see because we walked out because I watched the movie again, and I was just like, this is fucking no. This isn't these aren't the fucking cartoons I grew up with. And like. Stephen King said that he walked out on the first Transformers movie. And I'm like, I don't fucking blame you, man. That's the only one I really like just because. I was saying,
and that's the good one.
That's a good one. And like some other like famous director said that he walked out on
How fucked up is it that you say that the first one is the good one and then the rest of them are just shite?
What did he say he walked out on? I forgot what that one famous director.
Fuck.
Oh shit, I forgot. So anyways, we're gonna you guys good with Thor? Like, are we gonna talk about it more? Or?
I have nothing else to add as far as like Thor goes, but
there's just so much to talk about it. We could be here for fucking days, dude, honestly.
I have complaints.
Overall, what's your I hate number rating. It's so
no, I'm not gonna give it a number rating because it's hard to give it.
Do you like it or not? You said like it's good, but it's not a Marvel movie, right, John? Or what do you want to say?
Yeah. So I'll have to go if we're doing. What are we doing? Like 5 stars?
No. We're not. Just said we're not doing number rating.
Your honest opinion about it.
Simple, like, right? This is so ridiculous.
Okay,
or thumbs. That was the stupidest shit anyone could ever come up with. Because like Siskel and Ebert, you know, like
yeah.
That was one of the things that like people were drawn to because like social media was around, the internet wasn't around. But when a movie came out, like this is the things that you looked up to.
2 thumbs up and blah 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 blah.
If you had 2 thumbs down, nobody went to go see that movie. That's manipulation, honestly, you know?
Is.
And that's what IGN, a lot of social media, and like all the things are doing. But like, that's just my take on that, you know?
Okay, I'll just say 50-50. Like, I love it. Like I said, I love it for Taika Waititi. I hate it for Marvel. That's just the best way I can do it.
Will?
I'm with John on this one. I love it as a Taika Waititi movie, but I just don't think
the only
it was
thing
good for
I
Marvel.
have to say about this movie is I don't love it. I like it a lot. But it's just like you guys said, like that was a really great thing. You guys said it's not a Marvel, it's not Marvel material, you know. Because I've gotten into like fucking going into like Avengers, you know, like movies and like being really serious and like it has a little comic humors, but like honestly, like this is just a fun movie. Like that's all I could say.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's a fun movie. That's all I could say.
I've only felt
it's a Taika Waititi movie.
It's a Taika Waititi movie, but I'm not gonna lie. I've never felt like this way about something like a creative artwork like this, like how I did with the most recent.
It's awkward.
The most recent Arctic Monkeys album, where it's like it's a good album. It's just not Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
You get me? So it's like
that's how bands start trying like new shit, and you're like, no.
That's exactly how I feel about this in particular. It's like it's good.
We
good.
want your old shit, you know.
But it's like it's just like it's not good for what you've established previously, you know, kind of deal. So it's like that's how I felt about it.
It's the same shit with everything else, you know.
I mean, it's bound to happen for sure. That's very true.
What's good is like we went in there. Some of us maybe had more high expectations that we usually do, but I went in there open-minded. A lot of people don't.
Oh, no,
And,
I did the same thing too. Like I had no expectations from this movie.
The only thing I can say is I really enjoyed it. That's about it, you know? I want more Christian Bale. Fuck. And like we just got what we got, and like honestly, we can't bitch about it, and we can't be these.
Watch me.
But here's the thing. I mean,
That's it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make a fucking Rotten Tomatoes account, and I'm gonna.
but I mean, here's the thing. Okay, is like so.
And that's what happens.
Going into like okay, like how like certain directors bring in their own you know twist on things and stuff like that. One of the things that I can't fathom is how I enjoyed Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange, but for some reason, and I felt like it blended into this universe, the MCU. But for some reason, with this one, with Taika Waititi's like version of this movie, like
okay, you know why? And I think we talked about this on the Dr. Pigs episode. It was Sam Raimi on a leash, because you could tell.
That's
what was
exactly
Marvel's influence and what was
100%
Raimi's influence. This Thor: Love and Thunder was 100% Taika Waititi, because Multiverse of Madness was not written by Raimi. Love and Thunder was co-written by Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I said last time.
A lot of things are dipped into these producers, or like basically they are being put on a fucking leash and chain, you know? And it's like, you could do this and that, but you know what? This is too much. And that's what I fucking hate about Disney. But that's just what we're going to get, you know? And like you guys had mentioned that like maybe when Deadpool comes out with their R-rated movies, is it one of you guys who said that? Like, or I think that was
remember.
My friend at work. He's like, maybe when R-rated Deadpool movies come out, they start being more violent and serious about these kind of fucking things. But the thing, I'm like, it's Deadpool though. It's gonna be violent, but it's still gonna be censored.
Okay, let's be honest. You're never gonna find the Deadpool movies on Disney Plus.
No, you're not.
Ever.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Yeah, they are. That's their property.
It doesn't matter. You're not gonna find them on Disney Plus.
They have to be.
No, because Disney's Plus appeal is kids. That's
family,
their audience.
It's family oriented.
Yeah, but the thing it's still a streaming fucking like.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
Like,
you know where you'll find it? Hulu.
Oh,
Exactly.
Echo. That's
Hulu.
what they're saying. Echo.
Hulu. Also Hulu,
dude,
because
Hulu.
Disney owns Hulu.
Disney owns Hulu. They're gonna
So
fucking
it'll be
release
all
all that
over
shit on there.
Hulu, and Disney still wins.
If they don't put that on Disney Plus, I will not subscribe for another fucking year.
No, but
They
I mean
won't.
that's ultimately what they're doing.
fucking
though.
bad. Like that's bad.
That's how they're trying to like. That's how they're gonna because they want to keep Disney Plus as a family-oriented platform, and that's why everything that gets released into anything that has a focus to be released in Disney Plus is gonna ultimately end up being family-oriented. There's no way that there's gonna be an R-rated film or anything that offers too much of a serious topic into the Disney Plus platform.
Has Disney ever produced an R-rated film?
I don't think they have. In my I can't remember or think of anything that they've done in that manner.
Didn't they do Pearl Harbor? What was the rating on that?
I don't know if they did Pearl Harbor, but I mean that one for sure. I don't think was more than fucking PG-13.
Really?
At least.
Probably why it fucking sucked.
Unless you fucking saw some like dismemberment or something like that in the movie, like fucking huge
no.
like gore and guts and stuff like that, which like in The Boys.
Oh, segue. Fucking segue.
Fucking
all right,
amazing.
so we're gonna talk about The Boys, and
what are we talking about The Boys today?
Obviously,
The
spoilers.
Boys.
The season finale, people. It happened.
Oh my
it's over.
god,
Gone forever,
bro.
Till next
Spoilers for anybody that's. I mean, this whole episode is gonna be fucking full of spoilers, but spoilers for the season finale of The Boys, the 3rd season. Oh my god.
I'm really just straightforward, you guys. I think it's the best show of the fucking year, man.
Oh fuck yeah, without a doubt.
Okay, so far, I agree, but we still got 6 months left of year.
It's just like
But
everyone's already saying
For me,
like,
this has been the best superhero media since Endgame.
True.
yeah,
True.
it is.
True. I agree with that. Yeah, definitely.
Even beating out the Batman.
The what? The Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that come out this year?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Wow, dude, that's just we're
Dude, we're so disconnected with time
Even if
not
it's-
just
lapses.
that,
okay,
but
look.
we're overwhelmed with
Look, check it out.
content now.
Look, if you go back to what
Dude,
I said, even if
we're 90s kids, bro, and
Yeah.
like I'm telling you guys, like we're being drawn with so much fucking content
Well,
now.
I mean, that's what it is, though.
And
It's
it's
all
like-
about making money, though. They're trying to make money, and it's like
Yeah.
if they release as much, like even if it's cannon fodder, they're gonna release as much as they can just because they want your money.
whether it's good or not.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I remember John had mentioned like that's like the best thing that happened out of COVID, you know? Like the whole writing on a lot of things, but then I
for
heard
season 3, yeah,
yeah, like I heard that whole orgy, like what is it called?
the Herogasm
Herogasm?
was a
Herogasm
bitch to fucking
was a bitch to fucking
to-
actually do because
Yeah.
of how do you film all these people having an orgy when like you have to go through COVID regulations and like it's true. It's like and it's
They must have lost a lot of money with
Yeah.
that, honestly, because that
but it paid off.
I
But
mean,
it
it
paid
paid
off.
off.
Yeah.
Definitely, it did pay off.
and that's what they should fucking be doing, you know? Instead of just trying to shoot out content so fast like Disney is.
And that's
just-
the other thing I was gonna say. Didn't the CG in Love and Thunder seem kind of wonky at points?
A little bit, yeah.
Like that's
Remember,
the thing.
remember when the end credits were coming out? I'm like, that's how many people are working on the CGI?
Yeah.
But it still looked way better than what they're doing with the fucking series.
Oh no, 100%.
Like with like
oh,
you know,
Kenobi had shit CG.
oh dude,
Well, I mean,
a
like,
lot of these TV series are just they're cheaping out, and they shouldn't, man. Like you guys have the fucking money, whether they have the time, whether they're using the same people or not.
well,
like,
I mean, it's like not.
that a lot of
It's honestly
in-
just not.
They
not
own
only,
Industrial Light and Magic. They own Lucasfilm. Like, dude, they should jump on the fucking game on this shit. You
But,
know, like
I mean, the thing is, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not only just money though. It's also time. Because like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you promise a
that's
certain,
what the problem is.
no, the problem is if you fucking like
And we
promise a
talked
certain
about
release
that.
time,
Like on the announcements of all these fucking shows and movies, you're like, dude. It gets to the point where you watch She-Hulk and they start editing CGI parts because people are complaining about it. It's like,
well, I mean, in that part, like okay, I'm gonna give them a pass simply because it's a trailer based on most likely they fucking made this trailer like half-assed because
and they
were
always edit the trailers
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, the thing is, like, the trailer was just like, we need to give something to come. Like, we need a teaser. We need a spike. We need something to fucking, like, build up hype for this shit. So
Exactly.
we're going to do this right now. Just release it. And then, but I mean, that's not final product.
Yeah.
You get me? That's
But
the
you
issue.
should know better than
I
to
know,
release
definitely,
something that looked
definitely,
that bad.
yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that.
That
but
is
that's,
true.
That's kind of like the world of, excuse me, the world that we live in is like right now. We're trying to get. They are trying to get. They're trying to build hype for shit that's coming out because they are afraid that it's gonna flop. That's what every
But
fucking.
it's also their own fault because they set this fucking precedent that, like, guess what? Like every 6 months you're gonna get some new superhero bullshit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not.
So that's on them.
Yeah, it's definitely on
It
them.
definitely did like the Thor movie did look way better than any other
did.
series I watched, which is they concentrate on the movies a lot more better than what they do with the fucking
Well, I mean,
TV
it's,
series.
think about
They
it though.
got to.
That's the reason
you know?
why, bro. Because it's like it's instant money that just comes in. It boosts like their fucking profit margins. That's
Exactly,
It
yeah.
has to. That's the thing. It's an instantaneous like fucking cash flow in comparison to like subscription services like
But one
Disney
thing
Plus.
I'm really disappointed is like you guys heard about Daredevil, right? Like they're just redoing it, dude, which sucked with the same characters, you know, and they're all coming back, and it's gonna be a rebooted version.
yeah,
Like,
that means that it's probably not.
They're gonna fuck up, dude. They're gonna fuck up big time because what the fuck happened in Luke Cage? The first season was awesome. Jessica Jones was a great fucking series in the first one. We were not gonna talk about fucking the other.
We're not gonna
Iron
talk
Fist.
about Iron Fist. No, we don't mention Iron
They
Fist.
could
Lawrence
make it
Tyrell.
better, but dude, they have been no mentions of that actor even coming back.
They
No,
killed
because it
him.
has fucking bad
Yeah,
fucking
it was
press. That's the
bad.
thing. Nobody wants to see that fucker. Honestly.
kinda
That
harsh,
sucks,
Will.
though, man.
Well, I
I
mean,
I don't
look,
want to be
look,
that
look.
person who just be like, but
This is
yeah.
probably a very unsavory take, but just because an actor was featured in Game of Thrones, which became a very popular show, doesn't necessarily mean that they were good actors. And that's the issue.
Like with and I hate to say this because I love her, but like Emilia Clarke, none of her other movies kind of did well because
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Choosing
okay, like,
Terminator. I hate that fucking movie with the passion.
that movie was stupid.
Yeah,
Honestly.
they
It
should
was
have
dumb.
never. They should have never picked her.
They should have.
And then what?
No.
They
no.
do another movie with the original fucking actor for Terminator 2. It's like, why are you guys even doing this? It's just like, Universal, you're fucking up. I know you're in competition with Disney, but you can't be doing this shit. You can't be fucking recasting people. Like, old schoolers are still alive. Like, I know you're trying to aim for a newer audience, but all these older movies that are like very phenomenal, like great fucking like groundbreaking action movies, like you can't fuck with them. You can't. They're gonna be like overwhelmingly fucking rated to the point where nobody likes them.
The one thing that I was gonna say is that in regards to that Terminator movie with what's her name, they fucked it up on the trailer, dude. They gave the fucking plot from the beginning with the trailers. They should have never done that. Why the fuck would you do that?
For what movie?
For that Terminator movie,
Oh,
was
Wasn't
yeah.
it called not Salvation?
That was another one with Christian Bale.
That one was garbage.
no, but I mean,
You
we're
didn't
not
like
talking
it?
about that one.
It
We're
was,
talking about
it
the
was
one.
okay. I like the whole thing about it. Like,
Well, think
it's
about
just-
it this way.
It's its own.
It's like-
it's its own movie.
We could like
but
this.
still, it's like, what the?
It was a
fuck?
wasted opportunity because it could have been a vision of what the
They
future
wanted
was.
to do the vision of what you saw in Terminator 2 when that action scene of them going into war with the robots was, and they failed at it.
They failed at it horribly. But
What about Avatar? What do you guys?
Avatar, I never watched
The
it. So
fuck
I
You
is
don't-
never
Avatar?
watched
No.
it? I like Avatar.
There's too much hype behind it. Dude, it's Pocahontas with blue cat people.
Yep.
What is it called? On the South Park, what do they say? It's Dances with Smurfs.
Fuck, that's
Which
even
is
worse.
True. It's true, but I really dig that movie for what it was. But
No, I just think like Avatar is overrated, honestly.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't watched the first one.
Visually,
I'm pretty sure that
especially in 3D,
it's great. Yeah,
I'll give it 100%. All the
the acting is
accolades.
awesome in it. Yeah, like
Sigourney Weaver's in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything? I mean, Sigourney
Zoe
Weaver.
as well,
Sigourney
yeah.
Weaver
Zoe
is like
Saldana.
fucking.
Saldana.
Sigourney Weaver. She's fucking
And that
goddess.
one actor that everybody just really hates that plays a main.
Sam Worthington.
Sigourney Weaver was the
Somebody
only.
said
no,
in
no,
a
no.
post like, "Stop giving him a job, dude." And I'm like, "You guys are brutal, man."
You guys watch
The
Paul, right?
internet, huh?
Paul.
The alien
Oh
movie?
yeah.
The only thing that was a redeeming factor for me for that movie was Sigourney Weaver, and that was it. Just because it was a
Really?
callback. Yeah, everything else
the
was
movie's
fucking
garbage
Yeah,
to
that's
me,
what I'm
man.
saying. Like the movie's garbage, but then
I didn't
seeing,
like that movie.
Hey,
seeing
you
Sigourney
know what?
Weaver, I was like,
Okay.
oh shit, Sigourney Weaver, fuck
Still,
yeah.
for me to say that it's garbage, it's very fucked up, you know? Like, I'm only saying it because I didn't enjoy that because I really love those actors, you know?
No, but I
like,
mean, that's,
I like...
That's the reason why they
Yeah.
used
They
him. though.
wasted them.
They wasted him because they were using him for the
What's,
clout.
the guy from Shaun of the Dead's name is...
Sean Pegg and then Nick Frost.
Yeah,
Nick Frost
Simon
is the
Pegg
bigger guy.
and
Simon
Nick
Pegg,
Oh,
Frost
yeah.
Simon Pegg, yeah,
are
Simon Pegg. Fuck.
phenomenal fucking actors, but when you Americanize them like that, like their acting is great. Like that's like the only thing I could say about that movie. It's a good comedy.
But honestly, that movie was a way to like the only reason why they used those two actors.
I just
it was
don't want
'cause-
people to get that whole like notion of like me saying like shit sucks, but I still want you to watch it. You know, to give me your opinion on what the movie is.
But the thing is, like even
this
that's
is one thing
flawed,
I
though.
want to mention about Pigs in a Podcast. Whether we say it's either shit or not, like you guys still need to check it out, and we want to see your opinions about it. Like it's nothing that we're like, don't go fucking watch it. You know, we don't like that's not us.
Watch it so we can judge
Watch
you
it,
harshly.
just like if you want to shit about it, like fucking hit us up on Twitter. You know, like it's nothing where like we want to ever be that type of like just that
But I mean, here's the thing though. Like I know that
podcast about like don't watch or do
I know,
this kind of
I
shit.
know that we
okay?
don't want to like we want people to like watch whatever we talk about. Like I mean, I want.
It's all entertainment. Yeah.
Definitely. But the thing is, it's like fundamentally though, regardless, we are creating a perception by talking about something. So like me and John giving our own like negative feedback about the movie,
Yeah.
or even all of us in
Yeah.
the podcast giving the negative feedback, one way or another,
It's all content.
we are creating a perception for the viewers or the listener. I mean, I'm sorry, the listeners of the podcast. But ultimately, in the end, it's like
our own opinion.
it's our own opinion,
Yeah.
but definitely do watch the movie because I mean, you need to form your own opinion about it.
Yeah,
Whether,
exactly.
Whether you agree with it or not, just know that this is our opinion of the movie, and you are free to fucking disagree with it.
We want to hear
Look,
your
guys, look.
delicious opinions.
Look, you two need to calm the fuck down, because no one listening is being in any way, shape, or form influenced by any of the bullshit we say.
No, actually, here's the thing though. It's like, okay, like a lot of times,
say
like,
that,
okay,
but like,
no, like
there's
I mean,
a lot of young listeners that have hit me up.
I mean that's not
Influential listeners.
that's not even the point. It's like, okay, the point.
Join my cult, listeners.
The point
The
is,
order
like,
of the
Calm
swine.
the fuck down, John.
Here's what
Become a disciple.
here's what I'm gonna say about all of this.
Praise the pork chop.
Praise the pork chop. Actually, that's a good slogan.
Wow.
Holy
We got
shit!
stickers and shirts of that.
I'm literally fucking thinking up a cult, dude. I'm not joking. I'm not fucking joking.
It's not cool.
No, listen, no. I'm not joking.
I know.
I'm not just coming with this shit
No,
up all the
John's telling
time.
this shit, bro.
Oh no, that's yeah, 100%.
Shut the fuck up.
We're all gonna have fucking like poison lace carnita
shut up.
tacos and shit.
Hey.
No. Okay.
Oh, it's happening.
Here's the
Any
thing. It's like,
disclosures
okay.
or anything.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
just
not about our own
poison
opinion.
chicharrón,
Nothing's
dog.
going on.
Poison chicharrón, te la verga,
Las
güey.
carnitas, they're not gonna be poison.
Okay.
You bite
If
into
you
them,
like
they
chicharrón,
fucking
they're not
crunch.
poison.
The toxic gas comes out.
It's all a joke. It's all a joke.
Oh my god.
Just like
this
the comedian
is
says.
where the fuck did where did we go with this shit? Honestly.
You were
Join
watching
the
the-
order of the swine.
Oh
The
my God.
comedian status, dude. It's all a joke. Right? Remember that
But-
one
Yeah.
scene?
Let me just finish my point. It's
Turn
like
the order
no,
of the swine.
no matter what, like
Order
okay,
the
like
swine.
no matter
That's another one. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Will. I'm
no
so
matter
sorry.
what we say, one way or another, there will be someone or many people that will like take into consideration our opinion of stuff, and it will build a
Our
bias.
disciples.
It will build a bias one way or another. That's what I'm saying. So
My
like,
disciples.
just we
You'll
have
be the first to go.
we have an opinion. Don't make that part of your bias. Go into whatever like we're discussing. Watch it with an open mind. Don't take in consideration anything that we've said or anything that anybody else has said. To
Look,
be honest,
chances are all the bullshit we're saying right now, we're already fucking buzzed. So don't pay attention to us. There. You happy?
That's
we're
not
we're
even-
kind of fucked up. Don't listen to us. I mean, like, listen to us, but don't, like...
Anything that John
Yeah.
says, we're disclosed that we should really put a fucking like legal fucking terms of everything that we
essentially.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, it's
But I
true.
mean,
it's
yeah,
true.
that's
I'm joking
that's
about
one
it,
of those
like,
things.
but
But let's bring it back to the boys because we were trying to go into the boys and we talked about how it was like essentially the best, or at least John has said that it was the best thing released as of
no,
yet.
it is. That's what I just said too. It's
But-
the best show like of this year.
of this year. I mean,
And I was gonna mention like it's just like video games. I don't want to go into the video game ending segment that we usually do, but it's just like okay, Elden Ring has came out. It's everybody's already saying it's gonna be like the game of the year. Like there's other games that came out,
No, I'm sorry, but no.
but they just announced that like God of War, like I guess it's part 2 of like the newer like Ragnarok, and like. Dude, I swear, like, those motherfuckers know what they're doing at Santa Monica fucking Studios. And it's just gonna be like, that's gonna be game of the year, hopefully.
For 20,
Hopefully.
for when it, yeah,
For this year.
hopefully they I mean, because like it's
2022,
no
it's gonna-
longer Corey
And I saw
Balrog is
this-
not directing it.
He's not, but he's dipping into it
No,
very
I know.
much.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's like. I mean, that's one of the things that they always did with all the God of War games.
They're
would
having
pass
one
them.
of the other God of War, like, directors, like, kind
So,
of, like, doing
I mean,
it.
like,
But still,
I'm hoping that
they have that Disney fucking, like,
Well, I mean, like
collar and leash,
yeah,
you know?
like,
Like,
I'm legitimately hoping
better
that
not
it's as
fuck
okay.
this up.
The baseline is God of War, right? That's the baseline. I'm hoping that they do just as good as that or better. If they go below that line, fuck that shit, dude.
It's
I'm
just
sorry.
what I'm hearing about everybody saying like that The Last of Us is gonna suck, and I'm just like the HBO series.
No, I honestly, I'm not saying that it's gonna suck. I think it's gonna be polarizing. I think there are gonna be people that are gonna fucking like it. There are gonna be people that don't fucking like it. Honestly. Why you laughing, John? Why you laughing, John?
Yeah.
John, why are you trying to
'Cause
contain
he-
that
he
laugh?
hates
Some
God
asshole's
of
talking
War.
shit behind Benji's back.
God of War is gonna. He hates God of War. He doesn't ever play it. That's why.
Oh my god, you haven't played God of War?
No.
How the hell? Wait. Excuse you?
You're not a gamer. You fight.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm not.
You honestly should.
No,
I have
I'm
the
fucking
new
around.
one.
Shut up.
I have the new one.
I mean, you should play the new one. Fuck,
I
fuck the
will,
old ones.
at some
Honestly,
point.
fuck the old ones, but play the new one for sure.
Don't say the fuck the old ones. What are you saying?
I mean, like the old ones were fucking like
Fuck
no.
you,
The
Will.
fuck the
We're
old
gonna-
ones are.
we're-
I'm sorry. The old ones are dated as fuck. Let's just be real. If they remade
They're
them,
great movies. Movies.
what the fuck are you talking about?
They're great movies, bro.
No, I mean like the new one. Like I think the new one is the best thing of God of War. That's
Corey
the best.
Barlog fucking directed the second God of War. Like, and it literally is like a fucking great like game, but it's like a movie as well. You know, like the
No, I'm not.
storyline
I'm
and
like
everything's
I know, but like this new iteration of God of War is the Corey Barlog's best work yet, as far as like like back in the day, it was just very fucking cringy though. Like I play those
The
games.
first
now.
one, yeah.
No, I'm just in general that whole fucking trilogy.
And then,
it was just like not including the PSP and the Ascension.
No,
it's just
no.
like fucking cringy as fuck. Honestly,
It's just
to me in
whatever,
particular.
man. That's it, Will.
You're off the podcast.
I didn't say that.
Fuck you
I
guys.
was a new party.
Fuck you guys.
Step
We're
up
ending
to the
it here.
plate.
Click.
I'm just gonna go play an Animal Farm now.
But I mean,
My mom had an Animal Farm little toy like outside in her little garden, and I was like, "What?" Remember, John? I'm like, "Where did you get this?" I'm like, "Oh, I love my mama." It's just like odd because she likes grabbing figurines and like putting them around like her whole garden in the back. I don't know why I'm mentioning this, but
There's a
it
Wolverine in the
brought
rose
such
bushes.
a great lightness
There's a
to my
Wolverine?
heart. Maybe because I'm going through a hard time in life right now, but anyways, besides that, we were
the
talking
boys,
about
the
the
boys,
guys.
the
What's
boys, the
going
boys,
on? We're getting a little too emo about this, but
I mean, the boys has been pretty emo.
it has been.
Oh, fuck,
Okay, so
dude,
so
that
what
show.
was it? Okay, we talked about Herogasm the last episode, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So,
This
there
is
was
a
an-
series finale.
but I mean, before that,
What
there
do you
was
guys
an-
think?
But
Season,
there was,
not
We
series.
all need to go individually on our opinions on it because I really.
but we
care
also
about
have
this
to
so
talk
much.
about like the episode that
Yeah.
happened previously too, as well.
That's
So,
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The most recent one. So
No.
I went into it. I didn't watch it at midnight like some of my coworkers saying, and they're calling me poser. They didn't say that, but I'm just like, damn, I wish I could watch that, but it's just like I can't because I'm just working so hard. But like the next day when I came from work and I watched it, and I'm just like,
Wait.
Wait, hold
did
on.
you watch it without us, motherfucker?
oh, I was thinking about Herogasm. I'm sorry.
no.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking the newest one we watched together.
Okay,
Yeah, I was about to say,
I was about to walk off this fucking
No, but I'm
podcast.
saying like I'm just tired all the time. That's what I was trying to mention. Walk out of this phone. Bye, John.
Okay.
My ears.
Okay. But I mean, that's the thing. Is like,
Oh, that was that. Okay, so let's just tell our fans just what we're talking about right now because they're like, "What the fuck
Yeah,
are these
yeah,
motherfuckers
exactly.
talking about?" So we decided before John got his tickets to Love and
Thor,
Thunder, and basically what the plan was is we're gonna come over to my house and watch the Boys season finale, and we did, and dude, it was
It was
fucking.
perfect.
it was
perfect.
amazing.
Not-
I fucking
It wasn't
love
just the shrimp tacos that fucking Will brought. But I was stuffing my face because I eat
Shout
shit all
out
day.
to
But we're
Mariscos
like-
Jalisco.
We watched that shit and I'm just like, wow, dude, this shit is fucking. It reminded me so much of like Marvel and just Image and just those crazy ass fucking climatic fucking like things, but. Like John said, like it's completely different from the graphic novel, which is I'm glad I didn't watch it because I'm glad I'm watching the show better than what I like first before I
reading
ever
the
watch anything.
graphic novel.
And I don't
Yeah.
even think I even want to read the graphic novel for one of the shit because
Yeah.
it's completely 100% different from what's going on. Because it's concentrating on a lot of the like visual like events that have been happening in the U.S. and they're kind of comparing it to what's going on with the show, and I love it, dude. They do it in such a creative way to the point where like you're not thinking about like all the political shit that's going on. You're thinking about the comic like
Just like this
just
work
complexity
fiction.
of it, you know?
I think this last episode went
was
in a little too hard
fucking-
and heavy with that shit. Yeah, especially
in
with the
the
dude
end,
with the
yeah.
bison dude. Like that was just too on the nose for me, but it still didn't ruin
It
it.
doesn't ruin
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't.
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
But I mean, that's one of the things that, like, okay, like, I mean, okay, so I was a little bit more, I feel like I'm a little bit more political than you guys. So, like, the whole, when it started, like, bringing up the whole comparison of, like, Homelander as, like, because the galvanizing effect that Trump had with our political system, that shit just like fucking, it's like, oh my god, this is totally like what we're going through right now and so forth, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, it kind of, you build a connection with it, because I mean, it's happening literally in front of your eyes right now with that shit. So the whole fucking, like, the what was it, the MAGA shaman coming up and stuff like that, I felt like it was like, it's obviously a joke, but it's obviously meant to like ridicule that sort of thing. And I mean, personally, I don't care about it. You can ridicule them all you want. But I can see why some people might be like, it's getting a little bit too much with that regard. Because I mean, we ultimately use this media to like escape from everything that's happening around us and everything like that. We don't want to, like, think about the stuff that's literally happening in our lives, but while watching something that's supposed to be entertaining. I get that. But ultimately, it did such a good job with it, though. One way or another, like, the whole Trumpification of Homelander essentially made this even more relatable to everyone who's watching it. And I mean that from either from either
Even
spectrum
in
of
small segments as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
like from either political spectrum. Like, you, one way or another, you're gonna fucking see something in there that's that you're biased towards. Personally, I think it makes a good job. This season made a good job of ridiculing everything that's been happening in the past 2 years. And like you said, the break that they had as far as filming goes for this, perfect.
I think it's the time that people have on creating these series that like makes a difference of what's best or not for like the future of what the series is gonna go. Just like Stranger Things, like I don't want to bring it up right now because we would probably talk a little bit about it later on, but like they had a lot of time to like actually create like a better universe and like storyline to it, even if they're gonna like bastardize their second season, like we talked about in the last one, where like it's great, even though people are gonna judge it to the shit to the point where like they want to judge it, but like The Boys doesn't do that. Like every time I watch a new fucking episode, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, and this is what this fucking gave me. It made me realize that like, okay, they're building up this fucking like last episode to where you're gonna think they're gonna join and like combine to where like shit's gonna go down, and it does, but it goes to the point where it's unpredictable in a way like where it's unpredictably fucking like chaotic, dude.
Dude,
It does, man.
Someone is like
you
someone
see bad guys join with like just how comics have been.
Yeah.
You see the villains join with the heroes join with the villains become the villains, and it's just like
the heroes become the villains.
Yeah.
No, you said the villains become the villains, like, and then I was like, oh, did you mean to say?
Well, because they become more like fucking crazy,
Yeah.
And like Homelander just gets to the point where he's manipulating like Soldier Boy, which is his dad in this one, and it gets to the point where like you think that like they're gonna join forces, and they fucking don't, because Soldier Boy is such a piece of shit, like boomer. Like I hate to use that term, but he's just like, you're such.
That's a joke.
They're saying it because all Soldier Boy knows is just that whole 19 fucking like 30s to 40s like war thing of his dad hating him.
Era that
it's just storyline,
Yeah.
And like he doesn't know better. He's sympathetic about it and he talks about it, which makes the whole crowd and everybody think that they're gonna join forces. But then like you think Butcher's trying to convince him, but it's really just what Soldier Boy has in his fucking mind, and that's what I love about this fucking show, dude. It's like, like you think they're gonna join forces, they do, but the main protagonist that they're using as a pawn ends up being the main fucking villain, which ends up joining the heroes with the villain. And where did that fucking kid come from? Which is Homelander's kid's like, dude, we all, remember what I said when watching it? Yeah, everybody forgot about that stupid kid.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm like, this shit's turning into
It was a
like
plot device to like move the fucking like to do that.
this is
But
some
I mean,
invincible shit, but to the point where like it's turning into a dark side, you know?
but I mean,
and I'm
didn't
just
they kind of like on the previous episode, didn't they kind of like establish that
It's great writing.
No, but
Yeah.
at the end of the was it the end of the last episode before the season finale where they established that that Homelander went to visit the kid, or was it on the season finale?
It was just the season finale.
Okay, so
Because the Butcher has always been the father figure of that kid.
he was to a certain extent, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like
But
that's one
he
of the
always
things what
looked
he
up to him.
fucked up. He fucked up hard because, and that's the thing about Butcher though. And
He's a piece of shit.
He's a
But,
piece of
like,
shit. Like he's a piece of shit in the sense where
piece
he's
of shit
like,
I love, dude.
he's like he has a fucking vendetta that he wants to get done with. And the thing is, it's almost like very like kind of like it's a very how can I say this without making it seem like it's almost like what's the word that I'm looking for? He's looking to like in the comic books at least he's
a
looking
contradiction within a contradiction.
no like
I'm Scotch Korean.
in the is that a Skittles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a Skittles, right?
Dude, that's one of the best commercials ever, dude.
Yep.
What is it?
Scotch Korean.
Scottish Korean.
No, but I mean, like, ultimately in the end, like, okay, so Butcher has like such a. I'm sorry, I just want to move on from this. Butcher in the comic books,
There is no moving on from Scotch Koreans.
it's like Butcher wants, like, he has this ultimate hate against superheroes, no matter what, whether they are good. Like, he ultimately in the comic books, I think he ultimately hates Starlight because she's a soup and stuff like that. So that's like, it's that sort of like, just there is no gray area for him. It's a fucking black and white kind of thing. So he wants
Starlight is bae. That's
like-
all I gotta say.
but he wants all soups dead, right? And so then the fact that he teamed
So he's
up
Gore.
in a sense he is Gore in that regard. But
The God Butcher. Crossover.
you're
Why did they get rid of Nor, dude? Fuck. Black. What's
All
his
Black
name?
Noir.
Black Noir, dude.
Because,
like,
I mean,
when
no,
you told me about how the comic went, because I have not read the graphic novel, I'm like,
but I mean,
I would have got into this show hating it, but like since I started watching the show, now I want to read the graphic novel. That's what I should do more often because
but
when
I
I
mean,
go into
okay,
like
here's
movies,
the thing of like, I mean, I get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
And sorry to interrupt you, but ultimately in the end, these are two different mediums. It's the same way that with the MCU. It's a different media. This is a different representation of what the comic books originally had
Yeah.
in line. And don't get me wrong, if you have an open mind, you will be able to appreciate both mediums
that's
for
just
what
what
they are.
that's what I thought about the new Watchmen. Okay, so like
Yeah.
the new HBO Watchmen, like they completely like fucking forgot about like all the new comics, you know, like where they introduced DC fucking like characters or whatever, and like they completely went into what happens in the aftermath.
Right after, yeah.
Yeah, and like it was fucking great. I loved it, dude. Like even though like okay they made like Dr.
I
Manhattan
didn't like Dr. Manhattan.
on it, and like a lot of people don't like it, of course, but like I still really really love the fucking story on it. It was fucking awesome, dude. And that's kind of like what I like about like what's going on with these shows like The Boys, you know, like they're just changing the storyline of what these comics and graphic novels, and that's just their own medium, you know. So people should never. I honestly have like learned that like, and I've got comfortable with myself to the point where like I shouldn't judge shit. Like, you know, remember how like we have an episode of Pigs in the Podcast where like me and John have been disagreeing
Oh,
a
Darth
lot,
Vader.
huh?
Over Darth Vader.
Over Darth Vader, and like that's just how it became to be with like the way they like present him. And I still don't agree with it, but like, still like to the point is like, I will disagree to the point where I will say this isn't the Darth Vader I grew up with, but like it's just a completely different fucking like.
Hashtag not my Darth Vader, basically.
No, what I'm trying to say is like you need to just divide yourself from what's going on with this new content, what it is back then, whether you like it or not. because I loved Boba Fett. I loved it like a lot. Like I really liked the Mandalorian really coming into it like more than what. Because come on, it was more Mandalorian than it was like Boba Fett, you know, and like, and it came to the point where the actors are saying, you know, I want to see the old Boba Fett now, and it's great, you know, because I'm pretty sure he did his research on the fucking like character now. And this is like, it should make Disney think about like what the fuck they're really doing with these fucking shows.
They should have put Mando in the Kenobi series. Maybe it would have made it better.
It's different
know about
timeline,
that.
bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know, but he still would have been old enough to be
He'd
Mando.
be a baby.
No, he wouldn't.
I'm a little baby.
There's only like maybe at most.
Yeah, it takes, dude. It takes place after Return of the Jedi. What are you
I
talking
know,
about?
but how many years after Return?
Probably like over a decade.
Okay, maybe.
No, it's not possible.
No, okay, he could be like maybe a teenager, maybe.
But
we
even
don't
then,
want to
though,
see
he
that.
got
You're going
fucking,
too
like,
much into
no,
content.
no.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? Now, if you think about it though, he's like maybe 9 during Attack of the Clones.
He's a baby. That's what I just said.
during
I
Attack
know.
of the
I'm
Clones.
saying baby. She's like he's too young. But
But okay, so let's say he's
And
9
don't-
at
like,
Attack
wait-
of the Clones.
yeah.
So there's only 20 years from Revenge of the Sith to New Hope. So he's already like 30, over 30 by the time of his series.
You don't know that.
But going by roughly his age from the
I don't
Mandalorian
even know
series.
the age differences on what.
But it showed him as like a younger, like I said, like around maybe 7 to 9 year old during the Clone Wars.
He's too young, dude. That's the timeline for Star Wars sucks.
It does.
dude.
They keep
It
fucking
does.
it up.
They fucking it up.
Okay, you guys are going too deep into Star Wars.
We're
I
not.
want to
Need to-
talk.
We're just
I wanna
comparing
talk-
it
I
on,
wanna
like,
talk-
what the
I wanna talk
content
more
was,
about.
like,
I'm sorry. I want to talk
The
more about the
boys,
boys.
yeah.
It's never too deep, Will.
Wow.
Wow, that's something that I had no like. It literally just
So
like
wait,
shocked
well-
my system.
What do you guys think about that last episode?
Oh, it's fucking amazing for me.
Perfect.
Perfect. Did we even should we mention spoilers? Like
100%.
Dude, this whole every podcast is a fucking
Yeah, I know,
spoiler.
but,
I'm
like-
sorry, but like anybody that's listening to the podcast, like I'm pretty sure that by now they've realized that it's
so
spoilers.
they know what we're talking about without even like really like concentrating on the details.
Well,
on
think
that,
about
but-
it this way. They have yesterday, today, and tomorrow to watch it before we even post.
And
the
we
episode.
really haven't really spoiled it that much, but like it's a great it's a great series, man. Oh my god.
I wasn't expecting the team up between Homelander and.
Well, it wasn't really 100% team up. It
I
could have
mean,
been.
It could have been, but I
they
yeah.
fucked it up.
No, honestly, like I was.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, here's the thing. It's like, so I spoke with a coworker about this because we were like coming up with theories about the season finale, and they had told me that it's like, I'm pretty sure that Homelander and Soldier Boy are going to team up against Butcher.
Oh, that
And
team
they
up.
did it.
Yeah, and they didn't, and they totally went the other way. And I mean, to be fair, the only reason why they didn't go that way is because
Soldier
the
Boy's such a
grandchild,
piece of shit.
the grandchild came into the picture, and Homelander, because of his lack of like a connection to family and knowing that this kid is his blood, is ultimately his connection to some sort of family, or his perception of what family is the reason why he decided to team up with Butcher to take down Soldier Boy. Because Soldier Boy had no regard for anybody in there. He was ready to fucking blast everyone in that fucking building, kind of deal. But I mean, that team up between Butcher and Homelander was something that I wasn't expecting. I was more
Which
so
they
expecting.
built up throughout the whole series, which that like fucking Soldier Boy's just a fucking asshole.
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
You know that Soldier Boy is a fucking piece of shit.
And
but,
then
I
that
mean,
whole
but I
play with
mean-
the Black Noir, like just having that whole cartoony segment, you're just like, what is this all about? And to the point where it just becomes this fast, like, kill shot and like by Homelander. And like I knew it was coming because it was just because he never told them that he had a fucking.
I kind of had the feeling that was going to happen as well, but I was like hoping that they wouldn't go that route because ultimately in the end, you kind of need it. When it came to
But they did it so well where like I like it,
it just felt like they made Soldier Boy to be like this fucking unrelenting force that needed everyone all hands on deck against him. So I figured that maybe like Homelander would like be like, shit, he's my dad, but he's a piece of shit. We're gonna have to take him down. But no, Homelander went with the whole idea of like, I can reason with you, so let's test that theory out first. And so I know you want this guy dead, so I'll do it for you, Daddy, for your fucking, for your approval, essentially. And I mean, that's what Homelander is. Homelander wants approval because he's a fucking test tube baby. He doesn't fucking know parents or anything of that sort. He hasn't,
exactly what I was gonna say.
He hasn't had any sort of like, relationships that were genuinely made through his childhood. He's been a test tube baby. So it makes sense for him to react in such a manner. But it's still his child.
I remember when Soldier Boy was like deciding whether.
But I mean, ultimately in the end, when he fucking like
a dad, but then he just gets his daddy issue fucking vibes into it, and he's just like, you're just a fucking disappointment. Just like his dad would think about him. And it makes so much sense with a lot of like, there's a lot of comparisons with a lot of people out there that have those daddy issues. Which is like, I loved it, dude, because it's true.
What's a trip about that though is that
so true.
I wasn't expecting them to go that route.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, that was a trip. Cause like
it's unpredictable, in other words.
They literally when the whole fucking thing about like Homelander being Soldier Boy's kid was a wrench that they threw into that fucking thing, and it was like it could have got like ultimately it could have gone either way.
Monkey wrench.
Yeah, it was like it could have gone either way, and I think that was a good thing as a plot device. Like, it was good for them to do that because ultimately in the end you just didn't know where it was gonna go. Like, everyone came up with their own fucking like theories of how it could go, and it didn't go the way that my coworker obviously thought. So it was just like, it was a trip.
See, for me, I wasn't at all surprised that's how it ended up between Soldier Boy and Homelander. Because from like basically day one, since Soldier Boy was introduced, from when he was talking shit about that commercial, about the dad holding the kid in that pouch in the front.
Yeah.
To when he fucking told Butcher about his past with his dad. About being a disappointment, about all that bullshit.
It's not surprising at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as he's looking at all the effort Homelander's putting in, to have that father-son relationship, and then bringing his kid slash Soldier Boy's grandkid, he goes, that's the easy way out. That's the easy way out of this fight.
But I mean, that's the thing though. Like, I get where you're coming from, but ultimately in the end,
he didn't earn the spot of the strongest soup in the world.
But neither did I mean, like, that's the thing. It's like,
no.
Okay, so like,
okay, up until Soldier Boy disappeared, Soldier Boy was the top of the food chain. There was no one stronger than him.
Yeah.
And
which
then,
is why they started
fucked them over because they had Homelander, who yes is stronger than Soldier Boy, but to Soldier Boy, like his dad told him, Homelander didn't earn it.
No,
it came easy.
I get that, but
it was gifted to him.
But even that, in that sort of like conversation that Butcher and him had, it made it seem like, or at least to me, it made it seem like Soldier Boy in some sort of way was like realizing
sympathetic,
the error of the way that his dad raised him in that sense. And so then he even says that, like, I wish I wanted a kid so that I could raise them differently to how my dad raised me.
Because of that point of what Soldier Boy said, what his dad said almost like he just took a shortcut.
Yeah, and so
he's
then
like, because he was just a fucking failure basically.
But I mean,
but
that's also like the trauma of Soldier Boy, because how many times like in other like stories and movies and shit like that where Butcher, perfect fucking example, Butcher hates his father.
Which I liked about his last
Butcher hates his father.
Episode.
He's exactly like him. Same thing with Soldier Boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You either overcome it or you become the person you hate.
True. I mean,
that's Soldier Boy.
I definitely see that. Yeah. And I mean, but that's the thing. It's like, it kind of, I mean, like I said, it set it up to two different points where like you can, it can go either way.
Whole platoon hated him and turned him into the Russians, which is, you understand the story.
But I mean, it's like, it's it's history repeating itself
Yeah.
because even with Homelander, his whole fucking team hated him.
It's
They
such a
didn't fucking
great
like.
fucking story, dude.
No, it is
Yeah.
without a doubt. It is, but that's why I was
And
saying
you
I
just
was
want
kind of like.
more, give me more, like fuck.
But that's what I was saying. It's like why I saw maybe that Soldier Boy was essentially going to go into Homelander being like, I will raise you, or like, yes, I'm your dad and I'm going to teach you the way that I want to teach you. Like, it was never too late for him to like come into that relationship. And
Yeah, it was. Because Homelander's a fucking adult with apparently a kid now. So what are you going to teach him?
I mean,
So what did you think about the whole, like, okay, so we're getting too deep into this, but like, we should go into like just the whole ending of it. Like, what did you guys think about like what's gonna happen with the next season? Like, they literally set it up, or because they're caressing their next fucking Amazon Prime is caressing their fucking literal like gem into the next like favorite fucking content like series for the next one, and the way they ended it was so perfected to the point where it's like I'm thinking like what the fuck's gonna happen next, but they kind of like they get started like to actually join the boys, you know, and like they end up like making everybody kind of like respect Butcher in a way where he's like still
no,
a piece
they're not even respecting Butcher. No,
they don't know he's dying, but they know he's part of the crew though, you know, because he shows up and he's my favorite character of this fucking series, where he's a piece of shit or not, but without him, I'm just like I don't want to watch this show. But like he's dying now.
I will kind of agree with Benji in that there has to be a certain amount of respect.
Yeah.
Because they all know. Well, okay, so the series ends where Nadia is her name, right?
Nadia, yeah.
She ends up being nominated
vice
as the vice
president.
president
Which I think
candidate,
she's
right?
really fucking hot, bro.
She is pretty hot.
And
Honestly,
then-
I'm not gonna
Oh
say.
my God,
Yeah, she is fucking hot.
beautiful, man.
So they all know. They all know this can't happen. They all know this is bullshit and she needs to be stopped. But Butcher's the only one that's willing to do what it takes to do it. So there is that respect as much as they hate it.
I think what ultimately, I mean, like, I think what we're going to probably see in the next season is ultimately that Butcher is going to go. He's unhinged. Like, if we thought he was unhinged before, he's unhinged now because he has nothing, literally nothing to lose. So he's unhinged. He's gonna do his own thing. He's not. I don't think he's gonna be the leader of the group, but he's definitely gonna clash with the boys overall in general, or the new iteration of the boys, right?
Real quick, this is completely off topic from what you're saying, but is it just me or did Homelander come off as like a little bitch in this fucking episode?
He did.
Because he got his ass handed to him by Maeve.
Okay, that's the thing though. It's like, well, I mean, like, I'm not sure what they're doing with that, but like, ultimately, he should have
He's a little bitch.
He should have been able to overpower Maeve.
Yeah.
I don't
And
understand what
he
happened
couldn't.
there. I
Because
legitimately
even if
don't.
you look back to his fight with Butcher, they were fucking trading blows even, dude.
I'm not sure what
even.
happened there.
To the point where Soldier Boy, when Soldier Boy went toe to toe with fucking Butcher, Soldier Boy was fucking a Butcher, and Homelander, like, Butcher was enjoying that shit with Homelander. So I don't know who's stronger now, dude.
I honestly don't know who's stronger either, but that's the thing. It's like, I don't understand what they did with that. I really don't.
It
Get
kind
it.
of makes me feel like
it made
Homelander
you kind
doesn't
of
know
like
how to fight.
balance who the fuck is like strong or not, because the whole point of like that's what confused me. He's like, okay, so Butcher and the other guy who disappears. So what's his name? Huey. Like, they know they're weaker than Homelander. That's why they get Soldier Boy. But when they all combine their fucking shit together, like, they will definitely fuck the shit out of Homelander. But like when these main characters, which are the villain, not the main protagonist, who's like the Wonder Woman character, what's her name?
Queen Maeve.
Queen Maeve. She's I believe it. I get it, because she has so much hate for him. She has so much hate. She got fucked up, dude. But she fought like it's comic book,
But
it's
that's
just comic book writing.
It doesn't
but
make
still,
sense though.
like she fought to her last grit to like fucking beat the shit out of him with like the last of her life, which is I liked. I really loved it. I really liked that writing. Whether he's more powerful than him or not, like she still made him bleed, you know, which you see it.
But I mean,
Because yeah, she was fucking him up at a point, but still, like all of them together, you know, Homelander is still powerful to the point where like they had Starlight like fucking had to like do her special, you know, like in the video games.
but I mean, like even then some though, like to the point of what John said though, it's like Maeve has canonically been, you know, shown to be not as strong as
Afraid of
but
Homelander.
we never saw,
Afraid of Homelander.
But we never saw her full potential in the series.
But
is
I mean,
what I'm trying to say.
But I like that's the thing though. Like canonically, she's not, and like they've
You
shown
don't know
whether,
that.
whether it's been fear of facing off.
But seriously,
Homelander.
do you know that or not though?
But see, but that's the thing. It's fear because the
Yeah.
Nadia, she fucking blows up people's heads.
Yeah.
And Homelander straight up tells her,
She looks overpowered.
I know, but look, even her, she's afraid of fucking Homelander.
Yeah,
He even tells her, he's like, it might work. Try it.
yeah.
See what happens. He
Yeah,
doesn't even
I get
fucking
what
know.
you guys are saying.
So does
'cause
that
But
mean-
there's that threat of, there's that
That's the
50%
super-
chance
that-
that he's going to fucking still be
that's
alive.
the evil
and you're dead.
Superman you
Wait,
fear.
wait, then does that mean that ultimately? I mean that if you're saying that that's the point, then that means that ultimately Homelander is not as strong as people perceive him to be.
Well, he's okay.
He is.
I would admit that he's probably stronger than
but
all
he's
the other
scared.
soups,
Yeah,
but he doesn't. But because he had that title from day one, okay. The best way I could describe it is Frieza. In that, so Frieza has always known, has always been told, he's the strongest in the universe. Same thing with Homelander. Homelander has always been told since day one, he's the strongest soup, right?
Right.
Frieza gets his ass handed to him, dies, comes back, and what does he realize? Okay, I was the strongest in the universe. I'm not, but I was the strongest naturally. If I fucking train, I'm only gonna get stronger. Homelander needs that kick in the ass to be like, I need to fucking know what's up with these motherfuckers now because Maeve just fucking handed my ass to me. Butcher was going toe to toe with me. Fucking Soldier Boy almost killed me. Like, I need to get my shit in gear.
I mean, I get that, but then at the same time, it's like, okay, like Homelander was test tube baby, knew that like Vought knew that he was a fucking soup.
You're a test tube baby.
They could have fucking like trained him though. You get me?
he's just a
Why
fucking
would you have to
strong
train him
piece of
if he's
shit,
already the
though.
strongest
But,
soup?
I mean, like you need to fucking train him in basic combat one way or another though.
Why?
Why wouldn't you?
He has combat
If you're bulletproof,
experience.
if you're knife proof, if you're everything proof, what training do you need? You just walk up to the person shooting you?
It's the same way that the Asgardians train one way or another, despite the fact that they know
Yeah,
that they're
Asgardians?
fucking.
But they know they're not the strongest thing. They know they can be killed. Homelander, to this point, doesn't think he can be killed.
Did
He
you see
thinks-
Asgardians?
He thinks he's a god.
Dude, the Vikings
whereas-
were the strongest fucking like.
But I mean, I'm talking about Asgardians
Oh,
and
the Kingdom, right,
MCU.
yeah,
MCU.
yeah.
So like, because I mean, even like as a callback to what we were talking about earlier in regards to Thor, it's like he's like, you guys are Asgardian warriors, and it's like
But
we're just kids.
it's true what
But I mean,
what
that's-
John is saying though, like just to the point where it's like he's seen war, but he's bastardizing like his image, you know, of what they're saying on like, oh yeah, he was there on D-Day only for pictures, but yet like I always like the thing across my mind is like, why didn't they send him into the fields? Because he's so overpowered, you know. But yet he's a fucking piece of shit.
Well, they
You
didn't.
know?
I mean, ultimately, in the end, they didn't send. Well, Vought didn't send him into the field because they. This is just me, just fucking extrapolating.
It's just a storyline that confuses me because he said Frieza's fucking OP as fuck, dude. And he's
Until he wasn't.
Yeah, he destroys planets, and he's there to kill the fucking monkey, motherfucking like, you know, like
the
Saiyans.
Saiyans.
Yeah. No,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
like
The great
you
apes,
know,
the
like the
Saiyans.
Goku and like
Vegeta.
and I think he remember that part where he finds out he has a kid. Remember, and he like, makes a big. He says something about like being like a fucking monkey about like their tails and shit with Gohan.
No,
That's the only reason why I said
get
that. Like,
It's just like
No, I know, but just out of context.
out of
yeah.
context, people might take it somewhere.
No,
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 I know,
I get that, I
but
get
we
that.
just
Where it's like out of context.
No,
let's
yeah.
just mention this.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Will just gave me like the
No,
hey,
I
calm
know.
down like wave.
Well, no,
but
because
no,
it was,
this is Dragon Ball.
no,
we're
I know,
talking about
but
Dragon
I
Ball
know.
Z.
it was like a couple
Yeah.
episodes ago when I had said something like,
We're
"There's
not
no
talking
Puerto
about Mr.
Ricans in
Popo.
Star Wars," and you're
Oh,
like, "Yes, there's fucking Puerto Ricans in Star Wars." I'm like, "No, there's not. There's Puerto Rican actors, but there's no Puerto Rico." Like,
It's
you know
just
what I mean? It's one
told
of those
you.
situations.
Well, remember when Thumb Wars like mentioned fucking like
Yeah.
episode 1? He's like, why is it we all have British accents when we're all from space and there is no British?
Yeah.
You know?
We just wanted to
That
make
just
sure.
went
No,
on
it's like, that's the thing. It's
We
like,
just wanted
it's
to
like
make
people
sure
out
that
of context
was-
will take that shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's the reason why I was like, no, don't go, don't, because like people will take if there's something that could be taken out of context, people will take it out of
Yeah.
context, and that's the
no
issue.
way in any shape or form I'm trying to like say that in any fucking other form, you know? I'm just saying like Dragon Ball Z just like
This isn't even his final form.
this is in my final form. What the fuck's up with that storyline? So Majin Buu like storyline last time I
I think
checked,
we already talked about this actually.
no, we did, but we never mentioned whether it was legit or not. It is.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is.
Yeah, he
But
did.
there's
it's a
certain,
multiverse,
there's certain,
isn't it? Kind of thing.
There's certain parts that aren't though. So like it's complicated.
It is.
Just
it
like
is.
relationships. Wait a minute, baby.
Wait, what?
are
What?
you
We're talking about relationships? No,
So, anyways,
we're
we've
not.
been talking about the boys for a long time. So I just want to hear your guys' overall opinions on it because we only got a half an hour left for this podcast.
Fucking amazing.
John,
I loved it.
what do you think, Will?
Fucking amazing.
Are you guys have high expectations for the next?
I have no
Season.
expectations.
I honestly have no expectations,
That's what we are all about in Pigs in a Podcast.
honestly,
That's, you know what?
I'm not gonna lie.
I have high expectations.
let me
and
say-
like you want to say you don't, but I really fucking do.
Let me-
And that's the problem with our new pop culture facial like
let me just say
young
this.
kids. But I love it. I love it. I love everything about this fucking show. I love other writing, whether it's outside of what we're supposed to be talking about. But it's just such a great fucking, just like Invincible. Like shit. I left that like I literally ordered. Was funny. Okay.
A dildo?
I ordered the Amazon like what is it the comic book compendiums.
Yeah.
I wonder
Two of
what.
them, and somehow they got canceled when I ordered them because like I think it was God. God's like, you're gonna have to wait until that fucking second season
Fuck
before you read this.
Fuck off.
They really canceled my order.
I mean, I'm not saying that they.
But I know. But I'm just saying
Or it was just
it
like,
was meant to be, bro.
card
and I'm
denied.
just like, okay.
Oh my god, no!
Oh,
Don't
wait.
even say that.
And it's just like fucking Robert Kirkman. You keep bitching about these fucking compendiums, and I'm gonna end the fucking series. That's what he did with The Walking Dead. People kept bothering him. When's the next compendium coming out? When's the next compendium? You know what? All right, I'm gonna kill the main protagonist. Fuck Rick Grimes. And he killed him off. And he ended the series. So people,
Well, yeah, so
please,
we ended it. So when's the next
please,
compendium?
don't ruin this fucking. It's over.
I mean, the series,
gone.
it's
That's it.
gone.
It's
It's
over.
over.
It's over. And then fucking Sam Raimi shows fucking
His dick, remember we were talking about
no,
last time?
not
Oh.
well, yeah. And his butthole.
Anywho, let me just what I was
it's
trying,
over.
what I'm trying to say is that like
peepholes was like
I have no expectations simply because it's the best way to enjoy
What?
the medium overall. In like it's just like I don't care about what legitimately like what the comic book did. I mean, it's already straight enough from the comic book. I can enjoy this as what it is. And I'm pretty sure that if I were to read the comic book or the graphic novels, I will enjoy them for what they are. And that's one of the things that, as far as like the fandoms between comic books, fandoms and so forth, and the new media that's coming up with like the animated series or like, you know, the live action series, just enjoy them for what they are. I mean, You can objectively say that they're trash if they are trash, but
I'm gonna give my example real quick. These are gonna be like a couple of examples. Kick-Ass. Mark Miller's like one of my favorite fucking graphic novels, were like comic books as well. It's like the way they started that fucking movie was awesome. I love the visual effects. I love the cinematic graphics on it. Everything up until they started changing their own storyline, which is I was so attached to the fucking story and everything on that graphic novel to the point where I hated Kick-Ass. Like, especially part 2. Because I liked the movie for what it was, and I kind of agree with me, like watching it over and over. And this is another thing I'm going to talk about Hellboy. Because this is one thing I want to talk about this podcast. Hellboy, the new one, you know, the guy from Stranger Things took over. And like, Guillermo del Toro did a fucking great job, but he did the Guillermo del Toro fucking like formula out of like what he did with his movie.
He Taika Waititi
and
did.
I literally watched the Hellboy fucking movie 3 times on HBO Max, the new one. And I'm gonna be honest, I hated it at first. I fucking like it now. I like it for what it is.
But I mean,
and people really judged it for what it was back then, but to the point where it's like it's closest to what it was, what it is with the creator, what's his name?
Mike Mignola.
Mike Mignola, and he was one of the producers for it. And like, it's hard for me to stray away to say that it's even okay, just because I'm such a big Guillermo del Toro fucking fan. And it is with a lot of these other mediums, like with fucking pop culture. And like, but I still don't want to be that guy where I'm saying like, you know, I want to read the next Boys comic because I know I'm going to hate it after, maybe. But that's just how it is now. Like, you watch new content, you need to just have that, you need to overcome that expectation, basically, of watching what you're going to see on the big screen than what you do when you read these fucking comics or graphic novels. And I've kind of grown up to understand that, you know?
Ultimately, in the end, like, you should never expect a one-to-one representation.
You should.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Because
it's good.
No,
it's great or not.
No, you shouldn't. Because ultimately, in the end, like, do you really want? Okay, let me put it to you this way.
I'll agree with you to the point where you're like,
do you want to see a fucking movie? Well, we've seen this with video game movies. Do you want to see a movie that accurately represents everything that's happened in the game? That's why there's
never been a really great video game movie.
Because like a lot of times they've been trying to, and they haven't like fucking like done a good job with it. That's the issue with that. It's the fact that they haven't done it a good job, and it's because they've been trying to act like as at most, or like they've been trying to like present it.
It's like the Mario Brothers fucking formula, you know? Like,
it's like it's not going to work out.
Have
Simple as that.
Cursed from the beginning.
Except Mortal Kombat, the very first Mortal Kombat, perfect.
I mean, that was like back in the fucking
let's see
90s,
what he
80s?
He directed Resident Evil, and that shit was
the guy that did the first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he directed fucking Resident Evil.
That's Mila Jovovich's husband.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And those movies sucked.
Well,
I love the new Mortal Kombat movie, even though it's...
No, I'm not talking about the new one. I'm talking about the original one.
I love it. Okay, I'm sorry if you guys don't like it.
The new one, I really like the new one.
It was a good movie as far as like its own fucking brand of things, but then, goddamn, legitimately, it was
That's
just
what
like,
I'm trying to say is you gotta separate yourself.
What didn't you like about it? Tell us, Will.
We're being too long on this.
They were fucking like trying to like fucking hammer on every fucking like fandom for it. That's what pissed me off. You get me? They had a good...
It's hard to write a script on these fucking
but I mean, like, they had a good original story, and then they fucked it up by fucking trying to like come up with like, fucking Kung Lao flawless. It was like, why the fuck do you need to like bring that up?
People hate that movie, dude.
I guess
people really hate that new movie.
Flawless victory.
I love it.
Why the fuck?
I love it.
It's like, why?
Look, because
it's nostalgia.
There are no strings on them.
But I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it was they were just trying to fucking bring up nostalgia, and it was just like, no, you didn't need to.
No,
just fucking like make your own movie out of the fucking universe and just do it. Roll with it. Simple as that. And that's one of the things. Like, okay, so like that's ultimately in the end, The Last of Us has a good fucking
Don't bring The Last of Us up.
I'm just saying,
haven't
like, as
even
far as like
yeah.
the HBO series goes,
We haven't seen it.
we haven't seen it, but it has a good fucking story to go by. And if they take liberties with it, I'm fine with it because it's their own representation of it. You get me? Does that
My
make
point of this podcast has always been, don't go into what you're fucking reading on tabloids or social media on what people are complaining about it already before the fucking subject of what the content is already.
But I mean,
Okay?
that's kind of like
And like that's just my opinion. I get you, Will. Like, you know,
This podcast isn't for you if there are strings on you.
oh my god, there are no strings
there's no
on me.
threads
That's the
on
thing.
my butt. What? No,
Those are hairs.
bellows. No.
Oh.
Dingleberries.
But I mean, anywho, so
Dreadlocks.
going
Frosted
okay,
tips.
so how do you
Sonic the
guys?
Hedgehog
down
there.
let me just like end this
With
right
teeth?
here because
Sonic
we're
with teeth?
pretty much short on time in a sense. But how do you feel about the direction of Marvel as it is after watching Thor
The
4?
boys. We're talking about the boys, but like
I know, but we're like moving
we'll,
on.
we'll
after.
go into both
I don't
subjects.
think Marvel knows what they're doing next anymore.
You don't think?
They don't. I don't think they have a plan for the next big bad or any of that other stuff.
Yeah, it feels like it because like they established
So much
Supposedly it was
content,
supposed to be Wanda, but that didn't happen.
No, I mean like that's the thing is like they established what's his name from Loki
This is my point on it.
Kang. They they made it
He
I
seem
won't be the
think
like
next
this,
big bad.
there's just so much content to the point where like Dave Favreau is just like, okay, I understand it.
Kevin
but it's
Feige.
like-
Is that what you were trying to say? Because you said Dave Favreau.
Yeah, but he's like one of the main dudes as well as like fucking like involved with like Star Wars and Marvel as well. And like it's gonna get to the point where it's just like too much overwhelmingly fucking content coming out to the point where like not everything's gonna be Endgame anymore.
It feels like they're just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
You know what
Yeah.
I thought? Okay, I'm gonna bring this up. Okay, you know in the beginning of like the Marvel like fucking little like scene of when you watch a movie, like when we watched Love and Thunder,
Mhm.
and you see the Marvel like fucking logo come up, and like of course in this one they were playing like it was all metal and guitar. I'm like, that's fucking brutal, but they're just showing nothing but scenes from like
Previous movies.
the first phase.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, it's like, dude, you're just reminding people of what we had
But I mean,
in that first phase, and you're not like, you guys need to change it up.
Because they're using the member berries, dog.
yeah, that's what they're doing.
Exactly. That's a great fucking example, John.
Remember
The
when
member.
times?
You remember this? But the thing is, it's never gonna get good as it was,
This is what I've been telling you guys.
and it's kind of sucks.
But I think I thought
But-
that we fucking realized that this is the way
there's
that things
just
are gonna
so
go.
many Marvel.
It's
There's
just
too
like our
much
country.
content.
It's just all going fucking up in flames.
Fuck
This
it.
is like, give me
Everything
your
burns.
fucking Marvel balls.
I mean, I'm hoping that they end up because I mean,
And
what
we'll
is the
play
next one?
fucking
I mean,
marbles with it.
the thing is, it's like they've absorbed all of the fucking Fox properties. They have Galactus. They can work with Galactus and making. I mean, he's not necessarily as big as. I mean, I'm not.
I mean, you could make it Doctor Doom.
You can make it Doctor Doom as well. You can
Oh,
make
did
you
you
can
hear
make
what
so
they
many
wanted-
big
I heard
baddies.
they wanted to choose
can
some
make it
weird
Magneto.
guy as Doom.
I mean, there
Doctor
are.
Doom's my favorite fucking villain of
but
all
I mean,
time.
that's the thing. It's like you have so many more
If they
villains.
fuck this up for Marvel, that's gonna be the point where I'm like,
but
I'm out.
I
you
think,
know?
I think what's ultimately been happening so far, even from the acquisition of Fox, is just like one of those things where it's like, oh shit, we have all this shit on the line. How the fuck do we space it out, and how the fuck do we bring it into like terms
Yeah.
with
How
what
do we
we've already
even-
established? And the thing is, it's like, and they have to bend a lot of shit. I get it, and
This is-
and I'm fine with it. But it's like, have a fucking final point of to where you're gonna. Where
Are
it's
you
gonna,
trying to say they should have an end game?
Yeah, essentially.
No,
that's
but
what
this,
they,
this
that's
is the
what they
thing.
have
This
to
is
do.
the thing for me. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it's like they are not aiming for our age anymore with some of these shows.
I don't even know.
Just like Ms. Marvel,
They
okay?
know what age they're aiming for.
And
I
it's just
mean-
like, dude, we're still alive. Like, it's just like you guys are
Barely.
going. Yeah, it's just like Star Wars when like Episode 1 came out, okay? And I get it. Like, you guys are trying, like, and I still dig it, but to the point where it's just like, if you're aiming for fucking just generally kids, you know, it's just like Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm out because like
But I mean, you have
I'm not enjoying it anymore, and it's just like, dude, how much of an audience do they have? It becomes a formula. It
But I
becomes
mean,
a formula to the
that's-
point where Disney's just aiming for numbers, and that's what we were talking about earlier.
That's what it is.
And it sucks.
That's what
it
it
sucks
ultimately
because
is, though.
That's why I said
Thunder.
last time
I love Loki.
Disney is the worst thing
Loki
that
was
happened to
the-
Star Wars because you're just gonna get diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Loki
I
was
mean,
the fucking last like show I fucking loved. You know, like loved, dude. Nothing has came close to it. Nothing has came close to Loki. And I'm just like, dude, come on. Like, you guys have the writers and like the fucking content and like, you know, like basically like the euphoria for it.
They dug their hole too deep.
But we're
Flew too close
there's
to
too
the
many
sun.
of us alive for it. Okay, so
For now.
We're
well,
fucking.
that was our-
we're,
that was
Until
our
the
last-
Civil War
we're,
starts.
we're the new age of boomers. That's what it is.
That,
But I mean, like, there's still some more topics that we can talk about.
She-Hulk, you know, we talked about it already.
Yeah,
like
that's
all
like
these other
Marvel.
shows, like
R.I.P. to the
Marvel's
creator
great.
of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Shout out to Arthur 2 Party, by the
yeah.
way, for making it on the fucking whiteboard.
Kazaki-
Well, yeah, R2
Takaha-
Party.
okay.
We're gonna replace Will with you.
No,
So
we're
get
not.
into contact with us,
No,
at
no.
Pigs in the Podcast.
Don't even fucking make it
gmail.com.
You're
serious.
immortalizing that guy. You know that, right? Like, our shows are permanently on there. This is one thing I realized one time listening to our podcast. Because I listened to them just through, like, editing and just experience. But Arthur 2 Party, bro, you fucking... You're one of our good fans, man.
For
Because you're
real,
always...
bro.
Well, I mean,
We
yeah.
appreciate you, man.
That's
We
what I'm
do.
saying. Shout
But
out to Arthur 2 Party.
You
but
should be
you,
proud that we're mentioning you this because this when aliens like come and like find out like that
we're gonna fucking
and
mention
they
you
hear
as
our
one of the.
sound bites.
If we
they're
have,
like,
if we
who's
have,
this guy?
if we have any influence over the alien
And it's
overlords,
just like you're.
Arthur 2 Party,
Yeah.
you're part of the group.
He's one of
You're-
my generals in the Order of the Swine.
Hey, fuck you, dude! I'm your main motherfucking guy,
No,
right?
yeah, but
No, fuck you, dude.
No,
That's it.
no.
You're pissing me off. I say I'm gonna become a fucking like CIA agent or something. I'm gonna be
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
that's fine.
Okay, so
I mean,
let's
you just told me what you're gonna
Let's just move on to
Nah,
like
I'm-
more
sorry,
like current
I joined
news
that.
and so forth like that and shit like that. So
Anyways,
Mafia.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Order
Okay,
of the
so
Swine. I love that.
Oi. So
We
the
need
people
stickers. Shut
from
up.
like
Just
The
kidding.
Sopranos and all that shit dying.
Yeah, what is it? James Caan, right? What's his name?
Who? Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, well he
We
skipped
never
over
really
Yu-Gi-Oh.
gave Yu-Gi-Oh creator a fuck. We
I
like
know.
anime. It's Kazaki Takahashi. He passed away recently. And like, have you been a Yu-Gi-Oh fan?
Yeah, I used to play the
I
fucking
mean,
card game.
Yu-Gi-Oh fan?
I watched the anime and that's as much
I
as
was
I could.
never a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, but I'm gonna be honest.
You're the
He's
reason
a
he
big
died.
part of anime because a lot of people that would come up in like I told you like in high school that were like bringing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was a big Pokemon fan, and you know what ended up happening? I ended up telling them. I ended up becoming like a gang. I'm like,
You mentioned that in the last
you-
podcast. You mentioned it
no,
literally
on
on
one of
another
the
podcast.
podcasts. You don't bring those cards around here. You know why? Because you only watch the show. Because we're the Pokemon crew right here. Card crew. Look what happened now, dude. Over 10 years after, dude. It's like Pokemon is still up. Pokemon cards are such a big influence.
I mean,
still.
same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh. To
They're
be
a
fair.
fucking commodity
not.
now.
Yeah,
No, they're not.
They
Oh,
are.
they are.
They
Not
are.
as much as
Not
they
as
No,
big,
but
no.
they're
no,
still
but I
big.
mean,
No,
they
no,
still
no,
are.
they are.
It's the same thing as like MTG though.
Yeah.
MTG is the same shit as well.
I play that shit. That's just too expensive. I need
But-
help.
Did you play that shit?
Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Do you play?
Kazaki
No, I want
Takayushi.
to though, but
I would teach you, but I don't
Guys,
really know
I'm
how
trying
to
to
play.
give a fucking like
I'm
rest
sorry,
in
I'm
peace
sorry, I'm
montage
sorry.
here. A lot of mafia fucking actors just died as well, man.
Under
like,
suspicious circumstances.
Did they really?
No.
Okay, then fuck you.
you're fucked up. That's it. So we'll just change subjects. Stranger Things. Let's just give us our.
Oh yeah, actually,
Anyway,
Stranger Things, we
watching
didn't
that?
talk about that shit. The last season was actually pretty good, except for the ending. Simple as that.
Okay, one thing about Stranger Things is like I'm gonna just give my fast fucking opinion on it. Stop introducing new characters and just killing them off. That's just horrible. It's
I'm
horrible
fine
for your
with that.
series.
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with it?
I'm fine with it.
No, I'm not.
I mean, like,
On the first fucking episode, they only killed off one person. Second one, okay, They killed off fucking what's his name? The one character that like helped the fucking Frodo like take the ring to the like.
Oh,
yeah.
Samwise.
Yeah, Samwise, and like, why did you kill him off? Okay, all right, kill him off because he's new. New one, they killed him off. He's cool metalhead, best character in the fucking episode. Best character in the fucking episode because he's a fucking metalhead. Everyone loves him. Everyone wants him back. No, he's fucking dead now.
Okay, so let
Right?
me interrupt you on that. Would I trade off Max for Eddie? Yes, I would. I would
Max?
rather. Max was the
I'll
chick.
trade 11 over fucking
No,
him,
like
dude.
I mean that's
he's
the thing.
a great
is,
character.
No, I mean like I like Max overall, but I mean like I would trade off Max for Eddie. I wish that Eddie would have lived in.
we
Because
need to have a Stranger Pigs episode because I really wanted John. Please just
Okay,
watch
I'll watch it. I'll get on it. I'll
And
get on it.
the only reason why we're not going into it because
we're not
John,
going into it because I want to get into the whole point of like why this shit happens and why they killing off these motherfuckers. So whatever. Okay, we'll go into the next one. Hellboy's on HBO Max.
John, what's your handle on Twitter?
Why?
No, talk about that right now.
What's your handle on Twitter? What's your handle on Twitter?
But it's not the end of the episode.
No, I know it's not. But what's your handle on Twitter? Nabiscus what?
138.
Okay, Nabiscus 138.
Twitter.
Make sure that everyone
I'm sorry, bring up
at him and make sure that he watches Stranger Things.
I can't be swayed by the
season
common man.
2 through 4,
There
so
are
that
no
we can
strings
at
on me.
least talk about this
Please.
shit.
Please just anticipate his ass to watch this fucking.
Yeah, like make
You
sure
watched
to,
the
like,
the second season?
Yeah, I watched a second.
Okay, so
Okay,
you know
so
two more seasons and
two
we're
more
done, buddy.
seasons.
And like the next episode could easily be fucking Stranger Pigs,
I'll
but
look into it.
no,
We need a Stranger Pigs episode.
we need a Stranger Pigs
That's the
episode.
usual way to do this. That's why it's
So
just Stranger Pigs.
please, buddy, listen to it or watch it, listen to it, whatever you need to do. But just
Eye to an eye.
let's make
You'll
it.
never know the bad. I'm going to the Batman. I'm still gonna dress up as fucking the Riddler for.
Riddler?
Let's
Don't forget.
Let's
I don't know
make,
where that came from, but
let's make an episode Stranger Pigs, please.
Okay. Stranger Pigs episode coming in 2023.
Fuck me.
So Clerks 3 was announced. Fuck, dude.
I
We're
didn't
all
really like
big,
the trailer,
we're,
but
we're
I'm
big
stoked
Kevin
for the
Smith
movie.
fans here.
I'm
You like
not.
Kevin Smith? You're not?
I'm not. I'm just like I haven't watched any of the Clerk films
All right,
besides.
I'm gonna tell you the same shit what you're mentioning to fucking John. You need to watch every fucking Kevin Smith movie. You know why? Because if you want to be part of this podcast, you need to be a Kevin Smith fan, bro.
Fuck me,
We
guys.
first met up, and I thought about joining us three at fucking Scum and Villainy bar out in fucking Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood. So that's
So I
your
guess
that's your homework.
I guess I have homework, guys.
You just spoiled yourself. Like, I'm sorry, Will, but like,
No,
yeah,
you guys are good.
How does
No,
that taste?
I mean, it tastes like
tastes
disappointment.
like victory. So I got a VIP tickets for like the aftermath and the showing with him in Los Angeles, which I want to mention. You guys should go and check them out. I love Kevin Smith and everything, so do that.
This episode sponsored by Kevin Smith.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. So
Although Kevin Smith,
I had
please
mentioned
add us
Hellboy
if you
earlier, and
can.
I got
Don't we
really
suck.
interrupted. But like, I already mentioned that, right? Like Hellboy on HBO.
Yeah, we
Max.
had this
yeah,
conversation
yeah,
about
kind
Hellboy.
of kind of
It's
conversation
great.
about that
It's
shit.
great. What do you guys think about the anime announcement for the Duff?
Wait, is it
Duffer
an
Brothers.
anime or is it a fucking?
I thought it was live action.
I thought it was live
Is
action.
It
It
is
is
live
live
action.
action, yeah.
No,
but like
I
I'm
don't
talking
need
about like from the anime.
You know what?
Death Note.
Here's what I'm gonna
Duffer
say.
Brothers.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
I call them the Duff Brothers because of Duff beer.
I don't need it, but if it opens up other people to
It's gonna
like
it's
enjoy
gonna
the
suck.
anime, fuck it, let's go for it. But
How long
I
is
don't, I
One
don't
Piece
need
gonna
it.
last? What do you guys think?
Wait, what?
There's a One Piece series going on. Why would they even think about that?
Because there's another.
How long that fucking series?
But
is.
that's the thing, though. It's like there is people that are looking for that, like non-hardcore fans that are looking for something similar to that, and that's fine. That's fine. As long as it gives it a budget to bring in shit for us, that's fine. For
This
me,
is
it's
where
fine.
I come in, and I'm like, no. I'm not trying to make you disagree with me, but it's just like, what would we talk about one of our last podcasts about Cowboy Bebop? It's just too much to handle for a fucking actual live action TV series too much.
No, but I mean, like that's
It's
kinda-
too much.
But you could say that about any anime.
No, but especially for anime fans now that it's so trendy now. Like it is. Like
But that's why it gets made.
But I mean, that's
see
why it's getting
Dragon
made.
Ball
Exactly.
stickers on. I see One Piece stickers. I'm not a One Piece fan. I
But I mean-
tried watching 2 seasons.
Fucking One Piece
know-
is like eternal.
I know it
bro.
gets better, but I just
No, I mean it's just like
Hashtag
one.
I
it
don't
gets
like
better.
it. I don't
Hashtag
like
it's
it.
better. Fuck me. No, you know, like One Piece is just
Pirate
fucking eternal
ships.
though. It's just like it's a cash cow. That's what it is. And everyone, I mean, like I saw what I would argue to be the first season, and I was just like, okay, cool. But then it definitely needed to end. But I mean, fuck it. If you're into it, you're into it. That's fine. But Jesus Christ, it needs to end at one point. But if it brings in quality content for the people that are part, like the fans, fuck it, let it be. You know, kind of.
Yeah, you say that, but until I bring up the Castlevania fucking
Oh snap! Shots fired.
I mean,
Yeah.
you want to bring up Castlevania? I mean, like season
no,
3
you
was
did.
garbage overall. I'll admit it. But I mean, season
Did you
4.
still watching it?
Season 4
You did,
was
right?
fucking
Yeah.
amazing, though. They brought it back with season 4. I'm sorry, but they did.
It's
With
back,
it-
baby.
But that's
Vengeance.
But that's the thing, though.
Die
It's
hard.
like one way or another, I'm glad that it got that exposure because ultimately, in the end,
The director's great.
we're fucking getting
Yeah.
a Richter series. Richter is another fucking Castlevania. Like I
Andy
mean,
Richter?
no, Richter Belmont, you fucking dick.
Conan? Oh, he had a show like in the fucking.
Andy
like,
Richter controls the universe.
Yeah,
But I mean,
dude,
it's
he
like,
only
well,
lasted like one season.
I'm sorry, but I mean,
love
like,
Andy Richter.
it's just one of those things. Like we're actually getting the fucking Castlevania expanded universe essentially. Because
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I did that reference just for you.
I know,
You know why?
I get
'Cause
that.
Andy Richter stopped showing up on the Conan O'Brien show because he wanted to like
Yeah.
fulfill his actor fucking
Career,
shit.
and it didn't work out. But I did that. I was like, he may not appreciate it, but I
Yeah.
know this fucker will.
But I mean, like,
Hell yeah!
But I mean, that's one of the things that
Not
I'm
just
like,
me, but a lot of people.
But
will too.
that's one of the things that I'm trying
You
to get across,
appreciate,
though.
right?
But it's like, okay, like yes, Castlevania season 3 was shit, but then season 4 brought it back, and then now we're
I
getting
want to see more Castlevania. Anything
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the point.
If it's whether
I
big,
mean, like,
okay,
okay,
whether it's bad or not,
But I
like,
mean, that's-
I'm still gonna watch it.
that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, like ultimately, I will say that Castlevania season 4 was or season 3 was shit, but I mean, it brought me
I
Castlevania.
liked it because it's bringing it to a newer audience. You know,
That's exactly what I'm saying, though.
It's not just us millennials.
It's funny that there's a lot of that going on right now.
bring it into a new audience.
Yeah.
No shit.
It's
that's
so
the whole point.
awkward though
That's,
because
but I mean, that's ultimately the thing, though. That's the only way that these old fucking properties can come back to life. Is by
dude, I'm trying to guess
some
who
way.
they get to decide that.
I mean, it's a
like those
top, though, like
producers?
one way or
Because think
another.
about it, dude.
Hire me. I will let you know what is good or bad. I don't have my degree. I am working on it, but like, if it's a Netflix
Hire him.
series,
He'll sweep and mop.
if it's gender, like, fuck.
But I mean,
God.
like, I'm sorry, you
He's
guys.
gonna Andy Richter. He's
I'm
gonna
go-
leave the podcast
I'm
and
gonna-
pursue his
somebody
acting
ate my
career.
lunch.
I'm gonna fuck you guys. You guys brought up Castlevania. I'm gonna go on my rant now. I'm sorry. But I am happy that they are bringing the fucking the whole fucking Richter Belmont saga into it. Yeah, like I'm fucking totally up for it with it. Can they shit on it? Yes, they definitely can.
Dude,
It's into that.
Nowadays, there is no
Strings?
strings or threads on this D.
I mean, it's like one way or another though. Like,
you will be judged
but I mean, like
on
for
the
me,
internet, on social media,
like.
on Instagram, on Facebook, which
As a
content creators,
let me finish my
billions
point.
of them that try to make it big.
No, I get that, but let me just like finish my point. As a Castlevania fan, can they fuck up the Richter Belmont saga?
absolutely.
They can.
Absolutely,
but it's like,
man.
I'm hoping that they don't. And even if they fuck it up, I'm not going to defend it. If it's shit, it's shit. But I'm glad that it's getting some sort of exposure, one way or another, because that series has been dead. Like the last game that came out of that game, like out of that series, was like
that's
fucking
what's holding up that
Lords
fucking
of Shadow 2, which was made by Mercury Stream, and if I remember correctly, Kojima had nothing to do with it.
He was busy.
No, it's
With the guy who
fucking
directed
fired
the
him.
Dread movies, the one
Yeah,
who
he was
directed
busy being unemployed.
Yeah. And I mean, Lords of Shadow 1
Contemplating
wasn't.
seppuku.
Let me just say, Lords of Shadow 1 wasn't bad, but it wasn't like it had very little influence of Kojima.
You have very little influence of Kojima.
Imagine if
Kojima. Did you hear what happened with Kojima?
he got
The Boys.
Oh yeah.
So Kojima had canceled the project because they came
Too close to the boys.
close to what the fucking whole what the boys had come to offer in the Prime fucking series.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, guess what what the fucking director said about the boys? He's like, hey man, if you want to direct one of our games, we're fucking open to it, dude. And I'm like, oh shit, dude. Kojima, dog, that'd be fucking awesome,
Kojima
man.
will fucking totally bring
But
that
what is he
anti
doing
fucking
now?
Western.
Which kind of made me kind of like, he's directing an exclusive game for Xbox. I'm like, oh god, no.
But I mean, that's your
You
fucking,
need him. You need him. You guys need him.
But I mean, like,
I want a Kojima Dino Crisis game.
Honestly,
That'd be fucking bad.
Yeah.
Anything Kojima that he said to a video game. We need Silent Hill PT back, you fucking assholes, with Guillermo del Toro. What's holding you back? When I met Guillermo del Toro, I asked him that question, bro. When I watched a fucking question and answer fucking Crimson Peak private fucking show at LACMA. And I'm like, what do you think about what happened? You know what he said?
I hate it.
Fuck Kojima. Oh no! Oh my god!
Fuck
what
Konami,
am I saying?
bitch! Don't fucking
Oh shit! Shots fired.
don't fucking shit on Kojima,
so
dude.
sorry,
No,
I was
fuck
so-
that shit.
You're off the podcast.
I'm getting fucking loud on this
sorry,
bitch because
sorry.
don't fuck on Kojima, dude.
I think you're off the podcast for that.
He said, "Fuck Konami,"
Yeah, Konami's a fucking piece of
and
shit.
I'm so sorry. That was such a But
That's the cue to end this shit.
But
Yeah.
basically, he said, "Fuck any canceled project."
With that being said, we're
That's it.
we're
It's
at
over.
the end of the
video game
podcast.
news.
The podcast in general.
This is the end of it. Okay,
All right.
you play anything?
Benji, where can they find you?
They can find me at SithKill308 at Instagram. That's the only thing, or Twitter. You add me on there.
All right. You can find me on Twitch at Chubby Chaser Pro. You can find me on Twitter, Pro Chubby Chaser. And that's pretty much about it, unless you try to find me on YouTube and TikTok, which is Chubby Chaser Pro. John, where can they find you?
As previously stated earlier, at Nabiscus138. That's my Twitter. That's all I got.
By the way, though, if you have any disagreements with what we've talked about today in this podcast, feel free to add us on Twitter at Pigs in a Podcast.
Or email us at pigsinapodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, please let us know anything that you have to talk about with any disagreements.
If you want to
Content.
talk to shit, or you want to talk shit to Benji about saying fuck Kojima, go for
You
it.
don't want to do that.
Email us.
Please do. Just email us. Let us know.
But you can.
Arthur Two Party, email us so I can send you a resume for the podcast so you can
Right.
replace Will.
Oh shit,
Oh my god. What
Arthur Two Party, you're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This is the end. Bye bye.
a...